That's the best face.
Welcome back to the channel, folks, where we can never start normally.
No, one day we might. One day we might.
Maybe. I make no promises. We tend to not do things normal around here.
Nope.
But yeah. Me and Meeks are here to chat about, as you can see, Wakanda Forever. Oh, I did forget to change my name, though. I should have changed that.
I mean, you're correct.
Or at least just broke it down a little bit.
You are correct.
Just, oh man, just this movie. It started off sad, and you know, I felt, you know how you feel them burning at the edges of your eyes. I held it in, you know.
Never.
I held it in.
Not me.
I held it in.
Not me. Instantly. Instantly.
Funeral number 1, I made it through. But the second one,
nah.
I'm still kind of upset.
The second one, I made
sad,
it through.
but I'm still kind of upset.
Listen, the moment that it came on, and then you saw the Marvel, and it was just him,
Son.
I was like, done. Listen, we are.
I knew it was gonna be just him, though. I had a feeling it was gonna be just him.
Okay, we're here. Absolutely. Like, I don't think you understand.
Yeah.
I don't think you understandeth.
The feelings were feeling. The feelings were.
My chest was chesting.
But oi. Is all I can say about that, man. It's oof. Hurts.
I know you could tell that everybody was hurt too.
Thank you, love. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. So Daynard and Circle Brothers got in the chat. See my lady Val creeping through there also.
Hello, y'all.
There's probably a few other people lurking because the watcher count is a lot higher than what I'm seeing in the chat room. So it's cool though. I appreciate y'all watching. You're very welcome to stay silent. I get it. Oh man. But again, I'm thinking maybe this was a bad idea to put this background up.
Because it's sad.
The Queen's face is like right there. I'm like,
it's sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. I mean, out of all
she
that
didn't need to go. She didn't need to go. That's my first gripe. That's my first gripe and my first big point. Why, Feige? Why? We trusted you, man.
Did she ask for more money?
You with
is
all
that what
the
it
things.
was?
She didn't have to die. Did she
Did
not want
to
to redo her contract? Because if that's it, then cool, I understand. But otherwise,
there was no reason.
Ryan,
there was no reason,
bro. What were you doing? Why did this happen?
Come on, like after her son died, they gave her the Cadillac records, but in gray and white, and like
it looked gorgeous.
Ain't nobody got time. Like ain't nobody got time. Just
all sadness.
Yeah, because the thing about this movie is I enjoyed it, but it's just so sad for me. Like you leave Marvel films, you're like, yeah, about the next phase. And somebody said phase 4 was the grief phase. And I was like,
sure. Yep.
You're right.
They did not lie.
You're right. Everybody was hurt. Lie. Everybody was hurt. Like I ain't got time for it.
It was hard enough already losing Chadwick, but y'all took the Queen from us. And the one thing, you know what? If what was going on, Day? If one particular thing would have happened before she died, I think I would have been okay. I might have been sad, but I wouldn't have been upset. But it dawned on me. And I don't know how I didn't remember this, but when What If was out and they had that Wakanda episode where Killmonger came in there with a different plan. and we saw that Queen Ramonda was out there fighting with the Dora Milaje, I was like, of course the fucking queens are chosen from the damn Dora Milaje. So of course, Ramonda has this training. Why was that last scene with her and what's his nuts? I can't remember his name right now. Sorry. Blame my grief brain on it. Why weren't they fighting? Why was she not throwing hands?
With Namor? Would
have been a better ending.
With Namor?
Yeah.
With Aqua Poppy?
Namor.
No, not with Aqua Poppy. No, because she would have lost. Did you see what he did?
That was the point. Okay, but that was the point.
But no, I don't want to hit her. No, you don't hit mommy.
She's a trained Dora Milaje.
I know, but she's mommy.
She would have been able to handle that. Sure, fine. She pulled Riri out of the water. Okay, cool. But then the spear just comes out the back pocket. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, she's gonna lose that fight, but she goes down fighting.
Well, here's the thing. I was expecting that. Okay, so only when Black Panthers die do they see the ancestral plane, or was in everybody like who's in royalty dies do they see the ancestral plane? Because I thought that maybe she was gonna go there and see somebody or something. You know, nothing.
I think I want to say it's Black Panthers.
Okay,
so that's the only way she was able to get there.
Listen,
and it's because particularly because she took the heart-shaped herb, so it has to be just Black Panthers.
Dang, I was hoping that. Yes, they did. Listen, I'm all on TikTok with that. Like I've been in the TikTok like scrolling like they did. They took it away.
I was trying to keep it kosher for like 10 whole minutes. Y'all wouldn't even let me get that.
Listen, they took away
before we really got into the shenanigans. They are, damn it.
Okay, how dare they touch his aqua bulge? It's disrespectful.
Okay, first of all, though, I want to say I will commend them on that costume because I fully expected him to be out there in the Speedo, but they kept it to the hoochie daddy shorts. So that was cool.
His thigh meats were touching. They were.
I wasn't there for the meats like y'all two apparently were, but I respect it. I understand. I had my eye candy. I fully want y'all to have like y'all eye candy too. Look, I can't do nothing to stop it. It happens. You've been here before. This isn't new.
Listen,
I'm saying, Ron, she was not for the shits. That is why I really expected her to just pull out the spear, and that was gonna be the oh shit for the audience, and they were gonna get down for a little bit, and then she would lose. But oi. No. See, right? I want y'all to enjoy all of the thickness and bulges that y'all can enjoy too. Okay, it ain't just about me. I appreciate all of the slickness that Lupita was giving me.
Come on. Absolutely.
But I want y'all to have y'all stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was my number one complaint for House of the Dragon is I need my straight ladies and my rainbow fellas to have they man meats to look at.
Listen,
okay,
ma'am.
I like seeing the titties. I appreciate it. Don't stop showing the titties. But can my folk have some too? So I'm saying, be fair. Is that wrong?
You funny. Oh my gosh. Man. I don't know how we're gonna listen. I'm just like,
Okay, well, I'm gonna get this last one out the way just because I saw there was a discussion clip posted about it on Twitter, and I forget who everyone was in there, but the one person that I recognized was fantastic Frankey, and shout out to Frankey. If y'all don't know who she is, go follow her on Twitter, Fanboy Fighter. She's kind of awesome. And the person that was running the chat got to talking about Lupita. And
Cakes,
just
look, thighs, meat.
Let me pull this back up.
Listen,
Frankie was like, "Yo,
how did we miss it?"
When she came on the screen, I saw the ass first, and I was like,
I knew she was. I knew she was like curvaceous.
I knew, but she
turned.
I was like, bitch. Okay, I be watching these things. All right, just
listen. She out here for the people.
If I had, why didn't I think to have that song queued up? Because I think I know exactly where you're pulling that from, Ron. That's Trix's goofy ass. He be posting all his stuff on Twitter. Not Twitter, he be on Facebook. Oh my goodness. But yeah, y'all remember that Almost Death song, Miss Fat Booty?
Mm-hmm.
Look, Lupita came in with all of the Miss Fat Booty energy. Yo, ass so fat you could see it from the front. Just
big cakes, cheeks.
And I appreciate every bit of it. That new sleek suit that she had to go swimming in. Oh boy. More please.
In it, round it.
See, okay, look. And that has been the whole consensus around that. Like, I knew baby girl was already thick. Okay, we saw her in part 1. Okay, we know them curves, but apparently she has been eating all of the oxtails and the red beans and rice.
Well, I gotta think about it. When
it's even more filled out now.
But think about it. When you've seen her on the carpets before, she's always had something that was like A-line to wear like a poofy skirt at the bottom, so you really couldn't see it. It was like what's it called? It's like one of those peplum dresses where it's just like real tight and fitted and it's like out at the bottom. I never really noticed it. I'm like, oh, look at this. Or she would wear like wide leg pants or something like that. But
I mean, okay, but you compare that to what she was wearing in Black Panther 1. You could still see all those curves, and the curves were not thickening like they were in this one.
She was eating
well.
All
I'm saying that yes, she was eating quite well, and I hope you continue, ma'am. Please. Absolutely. And thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
Like you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay.
Look, you know how it do. That them oxtails, and when that goat meat be hitting right, especially if you put it in some curry. Yes.
Yes. No. Yes. Jeez.
Had to take a drink on that one.
I ain't got no drinks. My drinks is coming. Hopefully.
Yeah, they on the way.
For the Lords. For the Lords.
They on the way. All right, so let's see the intro. Of course, beautiful. I love the shout out that they gave to Chadwick.
I feel like a lot of Caucasians were a little shocked about how the funeral is. Because I think they're all used to wearing black and being emo. Yeah, the emo part. Because I'm like, that the white, they're like, okay, we're different colors for funeral. But my friend Shannon, who sat next to me, she was like, she's like, I just thought that it would be like a sadder funeral. I was like, no, usually celebrations like homegoing ceremony. So you try to be like happy and upbeat about it,
Yeah, exactly.
Technically, they're going where the goal
us,
is to go home. So you should be excited and happy about going home. So that wasn't too sad for me. It was all the other. Come on.
Look, the way them curves was curving.
You said what? No, you just bring me glasses, right? Yes.
Hey, brother Ski. Oh shit, and they here. All right, with the delivery service.
Yes. AK say hey. AK say hey. Yeah, come back here and bring me a glass. No, if you can give me a short one. Yeah, the short plastic one. Yeah. Look, don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me.
Judge what?
Okay. This is my day off tomorrow.
Right? I believe I was the one that told you to order the day
off. Yes, not you. I'm like, everybody else.
Right, y'all, she was over here like, I have no libations for the stream. I said, oh no, they deliver them things now, right?
All right. I feel like, okay. All right.
Yes, indeed. You can't have these streams without libations. Come on now.
Oh,
goddamn! How many did you get? Shit!
Oh my god, this was okay.
That one looks heavy.
This is the substitute.
Ooh, it looks juicy.
It's a thick bitch. It's a thick bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking like. That's a big bottle, right? You should open that one first. I advocate for that one.
All right, I'll open this one first.
The other two look regular. That one looks extra. we like it. Right. But yeah. Enjoy yourself. It's a celebration. Speaking of which, sidebar. Real quick sidebar. Did y'all watch the Dave Chappelle?
What is this?
What? Oh.
Why you bring me a Kool-Aid glass?
I mean, what's wrong with that?
I want my little wine thingy.
I said the fancy joint. Like, nah.
It's plastic.
That's plastic?
Yes.
Peach. Hey, Gavin.
Y'all just yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you though. I'm gonna drink out the gas.
A 2-day recovery.
Listen.
Did y'all watch Dave Chappelle Saturday Night
Listen,
Live?
I didn't think that was funny.
Dragon.
I tried to laugh.
I didn't listen to any of that. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just saw the clips that he did talking about House of the Dragon.
I didn't think it was funny.
Really? Even that?
I didn't.
I like the House of the Dragon clips that I saw. I didn't see anything else besides that.
I tried to. I was like, oh, House of the Dragon, I'll watch it.
No, but I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know.
I didn't like it. I didn't think it was funny. I chuckled, but I was expecting to chortle, and I didn't chortle. And I was disappointed.
I liked the when they were leaving and they were on the dragons, and he was like, take me to Flea Bottom. So that's pretty much the only part. That and the freaking Charlie Murphy in the background talking about fuck your dragons instead of fuck your couch. I thought that was funny. They made me laugh.
Okay, hold on.
It's got good color, good swirl, flavor.
Was she bitter?
That's not a bad thing when it comes to wine, though. Too bitter?
I think it'll be less bitter if I drink more.
That usually works. Let's put that to the test and see what happens.
But yeah, so what I'm talking about. So the funeral part.
So, yeah. Back to the funeral.
I thought
where everyone was looking luscious. Did y'all see them thighs?
Moisturized, sensual, jamming. But I felt so bad for Queen Ramonda because she was like,
bruh. Like the one person that really needs to break down that can't, because you already got the princess over here filling that role. So she literally cannot.
Especially since she had to guide her through it. Like she had to guide her through it because she really wasn't allowing herself to. She was so mad at herself for not being there. That part when she was just concentrating so hard on trying to figure out how to help her brother that she missed him passing. No. No. That one got me. I was like, girl, you tried so hard. Whew.
I feel you on that. I'm probably going to do a reread sometime soon. Can't guarantee when, though.
I kind of want to do a rewatch of Game of Thrones. I feel it in my spirit. In my spirit.
I've been thinking about doing like a full watch along from episode 1.
And with all the stuff that we know is going to happen and just like
and putting it. I was just okay. We're gonna talk about that after this. Okay, we can coordinate that after.
So I did, but let me say some my all-star people in this movie, whom I did not expect to love as much as I did. Riri. Oh yeah, that actress.
I had a feeling I was gonna like Riri. I thought I didn't like that they made her older at first because the big thing about her being at MIT is that she's only like 15. Well, you know, when they say genius, they mean for real baby genius. So I didn't like that age up, but I loved her from the moment she was on the screen, especially when they went into the dorm room.
Oh shit, bitch! I was dead. Bruh, I was done because that's real life.
Had me sent small girl.
Listen, she walked in like she literally thought MIT was the hood. She was like, ugh.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Like, girl, don't touch nothing. You're gonna bring it home. Don't touch it.
Right. Did you bring your hand sanitizer?
Like, yeah. She using her spear for everything. Like, I'm not touching a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
So I enjoyed like the moment she opened her mouth and it was all truth.
Hey, my love.
Hey, baby.
You haven't seen it yet? Please go see it. If you okay, go see it and support the film. But if like you maybe want to watch it tonight, I mean, I got you. No, just you know how to reach me.
So I'm like, I just liked how everything out of her mouth was 100% factually what a black person would say.
Detroit. If I remember, wait, where's she? Is she from Detroit or Chicago? Which one? Y'all forget. Because I want to say Chicago, but something's saying Detroit in my brain.
I want to say Detroit, but I don't know
I want to say Detroit
exactly
too.
Where.
Who was coming from Chicago? Maybe I'm just mixing up my fandoms. Okay, wait. Daynard's saying Chicago. Somebody look up Riri's info for me, please, real quick.
Because I'd be like,
hit that Google for me for a second.
Because I don't want to do it because I don't know enough about her character, and I kind of like Chi-Town.
Okay,
that's another one.
Yeah, yep. Ron saying Chi-Town. Okay, so Chicago. Who the fuck is coming from Detroit?
I don't know who coming from Detroit. I don't
know.
I felt Detroit too in my spirit, but I just like that everything she said was literally the first thing she said is what I said when she saw them, and I was like, that's a good character right there.
Okay, and you know the one thing that I really love that she did, she was like, oh, wait, am I being recruited?
Come on.
I was like, look, you know what? That makes sense.
Yes.
Because if I see the Princess of Wakanda and the baddest motherfucking Dora Milaje over here busting into my room, that means you coming to take me somewhere, and it has to be for a reason, right?
Exactly.
So how much time do I have to pack? Why didn't you just lead off with that instead of coming in looking all menacing and shit?
So I really enjoyed her character. I enjoyed it so much. Mm-hmm. And I am not mad at Namor. Lord, in the Jesus be his defense, I am not mad. I liked him so much. This man was a sweet, kind man. He was like, girl, I can show you the underwater world. We reverse aerial in this bitch. You're going to dive deep to see these things I'm going to show you. And then went up top, killed your mama and said, listen, cry, mourn, bury your dead. I see you on the field.
You're the queen now.
I will see you on the field.
I was like, bro,
he had set up what he set up.
That's the thing. I need folks to remember, though, while this motherfucker is charismatic as fuck, and we all can identify with his issues on the colonizers and what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. Remember, my man's is a villain.
I know.
He is still 100% a villain.
See, he wasn't a villain until he attacked Wakanda.
Bullshit.
Before.
Stop rationalizing. Stop it right now.
Before I would have been like, you want me to burn the world? What time?
Wait.
At 4?
Gavin, you haven't watched this yet? What are you doing here? You know we're going full spoilers, right? Full spoilers. What? I'm just saying, like, if you want to stay, you know, I'm always happy to see your name pop up. I'm happy to have you here, but just know you're gonna get spoiled as shit.
I can't, because this man is Manning. And yes, I did see that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Keep that real quick. And for real, that
I would have said yes.
And
it would have been like, what time did you want to burn the world?
It's a smart match, the smartest match that can be made.
Like, what time
that could have squashed the whole beef right there? Burn
the world at 5 p.m. Great. Be back by dinner, babe.
These helmet dipping a few go forth.
Oh my gosh! Like, listen. I don't understand.
But see, that's the thing with Namor, though. You know what I'm really waiting to see? Because, like I said, Namor is charismatic. He knows. I mean, the man is how many thousands of years old. He knows how to spit some game. Okay,
I'm ready.
You know what I'm really waiting for, though?
I'll take it.
Sue Storm to enter the picture.
I know. I'm like, so when is the win?
He fell head over heels in love with.
But let us have our
stuff. Give a fuck about a Reed Richards.
Let us have our stuff. Okay. Let us have this man and let him enjoy his beautiful, beautiful revival. Okay.
All right. I mean, I'll give you that. I'm just saying the whole thing with him not giving a fuck. I what Reed Richards has to say. He very blatantly goes.
It tracks then. Well, then it tracks because of what he told Shuri.
Yeah.
And not to mention
do what I do.
What he told Ramona and Shuri when he pulled up on him the first time, he was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your beaches. They're so clean. Your air is so fresh."
My mother used to tell me stories about this place.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness, this is great. Your water is just
beautiful. Ooh, it's amazing.
And everybody's wondering how he got in there. And it's only a theory. They didn't explain it, but I think it tracks. You know that tattoo that the Wakandans have that's made from vibranium that's put into their lip?
Yeah.
His body bleeds vibranium, pretty much. So I think that's how he got it. He didn't trigger anything because they're looking for things coming in that do not have vibranium. He has vibranium. It's in his blood, in his skin, and on his clothes. So
that makes sense because
he didn't need to do nothing but swim. And he knows the waterways. He knows every secret passage in the ocean that there is to know on this earth. The man is that old. So yeah, if he needs to get into anywhere and there's a water passage,
he good.
Him and his people can do that easily. All they got to do is load up the whale and travel to wherever they got to go, and then swim up the passages. That's it, easy, done. Who can track for that? Because we saw they upgraded the shield for getting into Wakanda, but now they got to account for this motherfucker. So what they gonna change now to do that? And in how many different places are you gonna have to change that? Because he didn't come in anywhere near the borders. He came up in the middle of an enclosed secret spot.
Yep. That's what I was like. I was sitting there. I was like, wait a minute, how did you get there?
Hey, Lady B. I was hanging out with you guys too. I'm saying
how. I looked at my brother and I was like,
look, Shamu is the Uber.
Come on.
And that's what I love. Every freaking sea creature in the world, this man's can pull in for the army at any given time. Like if y'all thought that shit that Aquaman was doing at the end of his first movie was some shit, nah, wait till you see what this motherfucker can do.
Like, bruh, it's all
right.
Thing. And I was just like, man, he pulled up on both of y'all, and he told y'all what it was, and he came back and he was like, no, I just want y'all to know I said what I said.
Look, if y'all thought Killmonger was a problem, here's this motherfucker. You're welcome.
Like the problem with Killmonger is that he's like a showboaty. I'm gonna show the world how we do this. Namor don't give a fuck about the world. Namor is like, stay your ass out of mine.
He said
every
threat that he gave, he backed up when he had to.
Over there, mind it.
Without any qualms at all, without any remorse. It did not matter.
No. And while we're talking about Killmonger,
all right,
the
Gavin,
fact that they gave him more hair,
come back and jump in the comments and let us know what you thought about it.
Listen, the fact that they gave Killmonger more hair, he had a ponytail. I was like, your hair grow in the.
I mean, look, hey,
use a little.
What did T'Challa say? Okay, for my people, death is not the end.
Listen, the death that they had a twister, they had a barber. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, you saw how the queen looked once Shuri finally got her shit together, and she could actually view the ancestral plane. The queen came out of that shit for her. Like, hey,
stop playing.
What the fuck did I tell you? Now that you are back to who you are, show this motherfucker who you are.
Stop playing. She's like, baby girl, stop playing. Thank you.
Right.
Stop playing. She was like, girl, I told you to play.
I heart Angela Bassett so much. Oh
gosh. But yeah,
still looking like she just walked off the damn set of Vampire in Brooklyn. What the fuck?
God.
She is immortal.
She's like 64 or something. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. They could have had her throwing hands in here. She absolutely could handle the physicality. We've seen her do it.
She was in Gunpowder Milkshake. She did it then. I like Gunpowder Milkshake.
Just like Viola Davis. Another sexy older lady that can absolutely throw them hands and handle that physicality. If y'all saw The Woman King, you know what the hell I'm talking about.
I'm gonna have to make sure I find my
right. I'm saying the afterlife is afterlifing. Okay, I feel like I need to hurry up and get there.
Yeah, I have to see. This is the thing. Seriously. I need to go back and watch it again, because when he showed up in the throne room and she was like, I wasn't trying to see you." Was he surrounded by bars as well? Because remember, his dad, when he saw him in the afterlife, he was surrounded by bars. Was he trapped? Yeah.
I think so. And it tracks back to also how he found his dad, because he didn't find his dad on the regular Wakandan ancestral plane either. It was a little sidebar of their old apartment in Philly. So yeah, it tracks that would be, he would be in that room, and yeah, it did very much look like a prison.
Okay, because that
might have been the prison that he built for himself. So
I definitely remember his dad being in one. And I'm like, I remember seeing bars on the window, but I couldn't remember with him.
Like, he can look out, but he can't actually go out and enjoy it.
Okay. Because I'm like, girl, when she called him, I was like, the way you said you wanted to burn the world, baby girl, who you thought you was getting?
Yo. Thenard,
I just assumed she was
Storm. You on my 10 for a wavelength. Do not think I have not been pinpointing and figured out a way to put that shit together. For a good tinfoil theory.
She was Storm. Because and so my brother was like, no, it hasn't technically happened yet. And I was like, oh.
We don't know that.
See, that's what I assumed. I assumed that it already happened. But then, with baby T'Challa, they could reset. They could fix it. They could do stuff.
It really all depends on how old that first class of X-Men is going to be when they get brought in. And if they pick the person that I want them to pick, then the theory of Ramonda being connected to Storm completely falls apart because the ages would not be right. But if they go with a younger crew, the King has been going for a number of years now. Who's to say Queen Ramonda didn't have a little bit on the side? And who the fuck will blame her? Mm-hmm. It's not like they wouldn't be able to hide that pregnancy.
True. That's very true. That's very true. Like, bitch, you don't even have to leave the house.
Just saying.
You don't have to
just
go
like nowhere. just like they hid little baby T'Challa in plain sight. You could absolutely hide the Queen's pregnancy very easily. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be hard.
But I'm glad that she confirmed that, she got to meet her before. She got to meet him.
Yeah, yeah. And if you remember when she
that's the little kid that ran up.
Yeah, the little boy that ran up to her.
I remember. I was like, "Ooh, look at dimples."
There was also a little girl that ran up to her.
Three kids that ran up to her.
Yeah, and they all looked, familiar with her, or familiar enough with her. Like all the other kids saw her and they smiled at her, but those 3 kids approached her. So I'm kind of wondering who are those other 2 kids. Mm-hmm. We know they're not T'Challa's, but clearly they have some affection for her and she has some affection for them. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. Keke Palmer as Rogue. She
did that for Halloween just because people were they kept saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it. She looked great. She looked great, and I agree with that. She's going to need to Google that. I did not see. I'm here for that. I'm here for Keke Palmer in anything. Absolutely.
I've loved Keke since we were growing up, and she was Shu Jackson. And what was the other one when we were in middle school? Akilah and the Bee. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm here for everything Keke. So if they want to make her Rogue, oh goodness, that could be very interesting.
Oh, it would be great. It would be great.
So interesting. Yes.
Some of the Caucasians will be mad again, but they're forever mad.
They always forever mad.
They forever mad. Mm-hmm.
Until everything is based Caucasian again, they're gonna
come on. Exactly.
But we ain't trying to go back there.
Absolutely not.
Hollywood knows where the money is, no matter what other bullshit they say. They know where their money's coming from. Mm-hmm. 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 Just saying.
But my other favorite character was actually M'Baku. Because listen, when he spit out that bald-headed demon line,
of the Queen.
When he spit out that bald-headed demon line, that was the funniest shit.
That shit played too damn much.
Oh,
every 5 minutes, my dude is sitting there just eating a carrot, talking shit,
talking mass amounts of shit. Mass.
Like this had to have been the easiest time that he's had doing anything connected to Wakanda within the whole pantheon of Marvel now.
I'm glad he confirmed
that. Was it actually improvised?
Yes, he confirmed that it was improvised.
Hilarious.
I
love it.
I laughed so hard.
Also, sidebar, slightly off topic. Is there a thing with him and Lupita, or is that?
I don't know, but I like it.
The cameras.
I don't know, but I like
I'm
it.
here for it. I'm seeing them more and more together. I'm like,
I mean,
usually when things like that are thinging, it means
her booty is thick, his thighs are thick. Everybody can be thick.
I mean, they go together and they look beautiful together, and I want to see their beautiful babies.
Ready.
That's where I'm at. I ship it. Is all I'm saying. I ship it.
But I do appreciate M'Baku. Like I heard that some of the stuff that people were complaining about is that there were no men representation or whatever the bullshit is. I'm playing the bullshit. I'm playing that.
What do you mean?
M'Baku was right
male
there.
Representation. What are you talking about? He was the strength
behind the crown. He was backing them up. He was supporting them. He was protecting them. He was guiding Shuri.
He was leading the fucking army.
Yes, he was the safe haven for the whole entire Wakandan central city. They went to the Jabaris in the mountain. So I'm just like, I don't understand how that
and that was
got
another
there.
part. That was another part that cracked me up when everybody, and you saw just all these tubs and tubs and tubs of things being brought in, and they're in the throne room. They're talking about, oh, we need more space. And he's just looking at them like, bitch.
Where?
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 Fuck you mean more space?
Where?
This is one lonely ass mountain. And the whole of Wakanda is on this damn mountain.
Why?
Where you trying to find some space? You old complaining assholes. And shout out to I should have looked up the names. I do not remember my lady's name, but I believe
oh, you talking about the chewing gum?
No, not Michaela. No, the older lady that passed away.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I wasn't sure if she passed away before or after.
I think it was just after.
Okay.
Let me go and look up.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
she had on like the orange or something.
Respect.
She had on the orange in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love everything about him in this. He was the way he, without being specifically asked to participate and to protect and respect, he was like, I'm doing all of this. Fill in. He's like, I'm doing all of this, especially when her mother died. He was like, now I'm particularly doing this because your brother asked me to. And now that you don't have anyone else, you have me. And I'm like, God, that's what I'm talking about.
That is what the hand of the queen is supposed to step in and do. And he filled that role beautifully.
Now, granted, she didn't listen to him at first.
Okay, here it is. Hold on. That is lady. Actually, let me pull this up so I can put her on screen for a second. Do. And also, y'all, let me know how you feeling about this background music that we got.
I be jamming.
Cause I'm here for it. Yeah, like it's a feature that I don't use too much, but it comes with the program. So I figured, like, why would we not do this?
Where you go? What happened to your face?
I gotta switch over to another screen to get my lady Dorothy on here. Sorry, I know it's gonna look weird for a second. There she is.
Yep.
Yeah, she's the leader of the merchant tribe. Our Lady Dorothy Steele, rest in peace. She has passed on. And also, what's our boy's name? Let me go back to Google and bring him up as well while we're here.
Oh yeah, Jason David Frankey.
Just found out
I know my man.
Just a little bit ago, our boy Tommy. Everyone that was a kid growing up in the 90s knows Tommy.
I got to meet him in his Power Ranger stuff. He went to him and the rest of the Power Rangers came to Sinclair Park. Why? I don't know. In South Carolina, they came to the park, and black kids being black kids do a flip, do a kick, run into a jumping kick. Run into a jumping kick flick. And then the girls would be like, can we touch your hair? And he said, yes, say less.
Look. That is exactly what I was about to say, because that is always the first thing that we will ask. As much as we go on about motherfuckers touching our hair, and again, this is how you can see the difference, because we always ask first.
We asked first. And he said sure, and it was soft, and he was sweet about it. He wasn't mean to us at all. Be like he was tired of it. He was just a joy. He was so sweet.
He always seemed like such a sweetheart. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I was very sad when I saw that. I said, oh no. Not Tommy. I wasn't a huge Aaron Carter fan, but rest in peace to Aaron Carter too.
Yeah, he died last night. He took his life last night.
Yeah, it's so sad. So sad.
Yeah, super sad.
Yeah,
super duper sad.
But yeah, I wanted to just give our proper respects for that. All right, clear that and come back. There's my face
full of the sadness, but. So I do appreciate M'Baku. I do.
Yeah, absolutely. He did exactly what needed to be done.
He was just backup and support. And it was when that dude hit him in his chest and cracked his shit, he was like,
son. He had to stop, like, oh, wait a minute, what the fuck?
He took a deep breath and was like,
he was like, okay. All right, let me get my shit together real quick.
Because before he was like the fish man, and after that he was like, listen, we can't play with him. He got real serious and correct. Like, listen, we are not allowed to play with this.
Right. It's
man.
like, look, we can fuck with the Americans, okay? We can mess with the French and all them other little low
colonizers. We got them.
But this dude, nah, he on our level. We got to go about this differently.
Come on. And that's why when Okoye was fighting on the bridge,
it's a little too dark in here right now.
Listen, when she was fighting on the bridge and she realized that
spear wasn't that too real quick. Because when she put the spear down and she was still moving back, she looked like, what the?
Yeah.
She looked back at him and she had to pause for a second.
Yes.
So yeah, and that wasn't even Namor. That was just Namora and what's his name? Atukan?
I think so.
I think it's Atukan. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I know y'all always more skilled looking up stuff than I am.
Senior thick body over here, put it down.
Senior thick body.
I mean, he was throwing her ass around.
Okay, the men's were many for y'all. And I can appreciate a lovely physique. And him and Namor had it.
Come on. I bet she smelled like spices.
I'm glad y'all got that. You know what? He probably does.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about in real life, not like the underwater. No, he smelled like spices in real life.
So, oh shit! What the hell is? I should go grab my bottle right now. I just don't feel like moving. But there's a bottle of this lime spice that I use. That is from Mexico. I cannot think of the freaking name of it right now, but it is delicious. Y'all go and find the lime spice and put it on your chicken and all of your beef.
But nobody was ready, and the fact that
you thank me later for that.
And the fact that the Americans and the French and who else was talking shit?
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about that fucking meeting right there. Where that bitch really tried to fix her mouth, talking about, well, where are these resources that you were supposed to share?
Who said share?
Here comes my queen. Well, speaking of those resources, and this, when they cut to it, this was the first scene, first sequence that we saw my girl Michaela Coel coming in. And if you don't know who Michaela Coel is, go over. I do believe it was on Netflix, and there's a show called Chewing Gum. And she wrote all of that show.
She was praying to Beyonce.
And was the creator of it. And
she started praying to Beyonce. I was like, you know what, man? You're ridiculous. You're funny. I've got to leave this chat. That's so fucking funny. Oh my gosh.
I watched Chewing Gum on my way to New York with Manaro. And wait, were we going to New York? No, we were coming from New York. I went up there, hung out with my family for a couple days, and then me and her were going down to get tea, baby, and then we were going to Ice and Fire Con together. And she put that on in the car. It's like 6:30 in the morning. We're leaving Brooklyn, and my eyes are blurry. I'm trying to eat my McDonald's breakfast real quick and then go to sleep. But she put that show on, and you know how you do like the blanket over one eye, so you can maybe keep an eye on it if you want to, but then if you want to sleep, you can sleep. Stayed awake the whole damn time. Laughing my ass off. That show is hilarious. And the episodes are only a half hour long. We got through the whole thing in our drive before we even got there. Go watch it. It is freaking hilarious. And Michaela Coel is a damn genius.
She looks so good. Oh my gosh, she looks so
gorgeous.
Good. It's the cheekbones.
Skin just so smooth, right? The cheekbones just like I just want to grab her face and kiss her, like.
But her over here playing and shit. Okay, it was like, who told you to bring that?
See what had happened. She was not about to tell Shuri unless she was ordered to.
Nope.
And Okoye ordered her to, so she had to spill the beans a little bit. She said, "Well, the princess thought that these would work better for me. You are a Dora Milaje. You do not leave without your spear."
Exactly. It is elegant. Okay. It is regal. It is strength. She's like, okay, I'm sorry.
She's like, okay, my bad. I'll put him back in. Sorry.
But the way
and to her credit, she wanted to listen to the general's orders. She tried to give them back, but Shuri was like, "No,
keep them.
I understand what she's saying. Take your spear, but take those two, because you work better." And I fully believe. I understand Dora Milaje. Their main weapon is the spear, so I get it. I totally understand what Okoye is saying. So yes, always have your spear, but
always have a backup.
When you're a fighter, you need to have weapons that move with you just as well as you move with them, if that makes sense. And I'm saying this from someone that's been trained a little bit on fighting with weapons. You have to, like, those little spear things that she had, those look really cool. And she very much knew how to move with them and make them work to do what she needed to get done. So let the woman have her weapons. Just saying, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. But the way that they had decided to throw their asses in this situation, be like, oh yeah, what about the resources that you're supposed to be given? And you have the audacity of caucasity to bring their asses up on there. That's why they was waiting for you. That's why they were waiting.
That's why, right? They pulled that shit off at the right time. They said, okay, so the meeting starts here. They're gonna do this intro, and then it's gonna be my turn. By the time it's my turn, you need to have these motherfuckers wrangled up and brought in here so we could just drop them off and say, here, you're welcome. We didn't kill your people. Even though y'all were coming in and trying to steal our shit.
I was like, kill one of them.
I'd have killed one of them right there in the middle of the whole ass meeting. In the middle of the whole ass meeting, and dared one of y'all to say some shit to me.
Principles. That's what the other one was. I was may destroy you. That's what the other one was. I couldn't remember what it was called.
I may destroy you. Ooh. Okay, I have BBC. I will write that down. Thank you for that recommendation. I'm here for everything, Michaela Coel.
Yeah, that one I heard was really good.
I haven't heard of this one yet. I may destroy you on the BBC. Got you. I will definitely be checking that out.
Yeah, I would have murderized at least one of them on principle.
Just on principle. You don't get to come into my spot when we're supposed to be under a peace treaty.
And asking for my shit.
Get these resources. That's fine. But you have to wait to get the damn resources. And when I give you what I give you, it's going to be what I want you to have. You don't get to dictate shit.
Come on.
In my fucking country.
Come on.
And now here you done tried to steal some shit. I could cancel this whole motherfucking treaty right now. And then what you gonna do? Send some motherfuckers over there to get done?
That's what's
gonna happen. I'm not gonna bring them home for you next time.
Where's the border? Impress me. Where's the border?
See, that's the thing. They couldn't even get to the border. They had to go to the little outreach tunnel station.
Come on. Where's the border?
And they already had the motherfuckers there. They still sleeping on Wakanda. Like, calm down.
I'm like, go ahead, do that. So I don't like that. And I also don't like the fact, what was his name in the white guy, the only white guy in Black Panther? What was his name? His character's name. Was it Freeman?
Oh, Bilbo Baggins?
Yeah, was it Freeman or was that his real name?
No, shit. What the hell? What the hell was his name? Damn it, I can't think of it now.
You see me? I'm like, Martin Freeman.
Yeah. Who the hell was Bilbo Baggins in the MCU? And why is he married to Why was he married to the Contessa?
I can't.
I let out the loudest what when she said ex-wife. I was like, wait a minute, Ross.
Thank you. Ross? Yes. No, wait, is that somebody else?
Everett Ross?
Martin Freeman is his real name.
Yeah, Martin Freeman
is his real name. What is his name in the movie?
Isn't it Everett Ross? I mean, come on now. That's Bilbo Baggins. He will forever be Bilbo Baggins.
Yes, it is Everett Ross. Okay, yeah, it's Everett Ross. Yes. Yeah, that is Bilbo. Yeah. But Everett Ross. Like, I was really frustrated that he just didn't tell them people to sit down and shut up. Like, y'all keep pushing these Black people. What do you think is going to happen?
Son, what did you think was going to happen?
Back off. And not to mention that you know your wife is you married the bitch. You mean to tell me that you couldn't figure out? You married the bitch.
Maybe once they were divorced, he was just like, okay, I'm glad that shit's over. And he just forgot.
The moment she asked about his little friends, like, what about your little friends? He should have known
something was up, because you don't just find some Wakabe beads. That's probably not. I think I'm calling them. Was it Jube beads?
I listened to.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, Mr. Third Breakfast.
Not Mr. Third Breakfast.
You're right though.
You're not wrong.
You're right,
but you don't just find those beads anywhere. You know what happened the last time we saw someone just find one of those beads? It was purposely left for him to go have a meeting, and he knew that. which is why he picked it up straight away and said, hey, I gotta go check on this thing. I'm gonna catch up with you later. Peace out. And that was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier when Bucky had to go meet Io around the corner in the alley.
Yeah, and then
but
then
he
they came
found
back and
a whole ass
arm.
bracelet, and he thought that was just normal. A whole bracelet? I don't care how many levels of knocked out and fucked up from the fight you are. No Wakandan is just gonna leave that anywhere or let it be separated from their body.
I'm pushing every single button, be like, excuse me, hello, excuse me, hello. I found this on the streets.
Are you listening?
Hello. Listen.
Does someone need help? Are you in danger?
What you're not about to do is make it seem like I'm trying to work with the enemy. No, we not. I found it.
He really should have been calling bullshit once he found that, because only did it mean that, yes, absolutely, Shuri was in danger, but you should have known it was a setup, my dude.
And you should have been like, it wasn't the Wakandans.
Your ex-wifey has been on you from the very fucking beginning. You thought she was being slick on your little run. Nah, she caught that shit.
So that means that she also knows that the Wakandans are talking to another party that is putting pressure on them.
She doesn't know who Namor is.
Exactly. Like, you don't need to know the other party. All you need to know is that there is another party putting pressure on Wakanda, and that should be your focus, trying to figure out who the other party is. But you over here trying to blame Wakanda for everything.
But
really?
See, that's what I'm saying. She's trying to take the shortest route to getting vibranium, and that's not by looking at the stranger in that's playing Gorillas in the Mist. That's looking at Wakanda. If she can blame them for something, and
I hate her.
And she thinks bring all the might, I guess, of
that's still not enough.
The American army. That's still not going to be enough. But she's cocky like that to think that it is going to be enough. So
it's not enough.
That's what you get. This
because all you're doing is pushing Wakandans directly into the Talokans' arms so that they can form a super force of the water and the land, and y'all can't do nothing.
And again,
what if she was really about that action? What if she was really about burning shit down? What are y'all gonna do? Nothing.
Like I said, remember, Namor is a villain. However, aside from him being sexy, he's not wrong. What he was saying when he talked to Shuri, Wakanda and Talokan should have always been allies. They are brown and black people.
That's why I found it so weird.
Who and their lands are targets to be pillaged for resources from colonizers.
Well, that's why I found it so weird that instead of just going to him and being like, okay, Namor, my daughter, all right? My daughter. You went ahead and had Nakia run up in there and doing whatever she had to do, which is killing people, that set off the whole entire, like,
Mercutio she didn't want to have to kill those people.
I know, but if you send her, like, if you send her in there, that was going to happen, and you knew that. Instead of just calling him up and being like, okay, listen, here's the deal. I know you have my daughter. You said you wanted the scientist. Okay, so what you not finna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have had a conversation with that, but instead you went in there and you chose violence in an attempt to get her back. You could have stalled, and you could have been like, don't go down there and kill nobody. You could have been like, bust some motherfuckers in the head. You could have been like, boopy bip bop bop. I get it, that's your daughter, but you escalated the situation. The moment Nakia shot the people, I was like, well,
I think Namor escalated it when he took them.
Well, he didn't. Take
granted,
her.
Though, he
didn't take her, and that was the premise of the whole entire thing. She was like, "You kidnapped my daughter." He did not. She volunteered to go.
She volunteered under duress. What else was she supposed to do?
She could have let Riri die.
So she would have been killed. She could have let Riri. That would have meant her and Riri would.
Nope, it would not have been both of them. It would have just been her, because the deal was give me the scientist. That was the initial. Remember,
you're forgetting sexy Namor as a villain.
He could be a villain, but his initial goal and his one goal that he got even at the end of that was for them to be allies, and that was the whole point. He even said it at the end. He said, "You know what?
It wasn't just about them being allies.
It was about them being allies, so he could come and take over. That's what it was. But in order to do that, he's got to get them to the side. He's got to get them to the side, and the easiest way to do that was no violence. So when she volunteered herself, he could have been like,
what he was actually trying to do for a second.
He could have been like, hey, there was no kidnapping. I know you're upset that I have your daughter, but it wasn't a kidnap. She volunteered to come with me because she wanted to see. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. She was fine.
She was
stalling to save Riri. Exactly. She was stalling
not just to save Riri, but also to save herself.
Nope.
Namor does not care about sparing life
yep.
at all.
Yep. If that was the case, then he wouldn't have bothered taking her back. He could have just killed him there.
No, she really, I don't think she had any other choice but to volunteer and offer, just like she tried to offer to keep Riri there and just her go by herself, but that wasn't going to work.
No, because they're going to kill Riri, and she didn't want to kill
Riri. Namor, okay, see, hold on. Here's the thing, though. What happened with Riri exactly? What we found out is that her teacher, whoever that teacher was, a lot of folks in the theories are thinking that it was actually Dr. Doom. I don't know, but it could fit. We'll see how that goes in later stories. But what happened is her teacher, being
submitted the stuff
ridiculous, basically dared her to make this technology, and she did, and proved that she could do it. Mm-hmm. That was it for her. She didn't make it specifically to find anything.
And they stole it.
He tweaked it. He or she, whoever it was, tweaked it to find vibranium specifically, and that is the problem, and that is the puzzle piece that was missing that Namor did not know, and also that Ramonda and Shuri also did not know, because when it was brought to Riri was like, "What? Hold on,
my class project?
What are you talking about? My project? What?"
Yeah, she was like,
she didn't. Yeah, she didn't know. She didn't sell or make anything.
No,
to find vibranium. That's just what they used tech for. Mm-hmm. Now, had that been brought in, and honestly, there's a small chance that Namor possibly could have known that,
especially because he don't like blaming people for other people's shit. No, it would
not have mattered, is what I'm saying. So
he was trying to kill her,
but killing Riri would not have solved anything.
No, it would have stopped them from making more.
No, it wouldn't have.
Because according to him, he was going to kill the scientists. So after they destroyed what they had and go after whoever had left, that was it. His plan was to get rid of the people who knew that shit. That's what his plan.
He's not thinking techie enough. He is not.
His plan was to stop whoever had it and stop them from
Hello
making
there,
it
Wooden
more.
Genius.
Hi, Wooden Genius. That was the whole entire plan.
One of your folk?
I'm just saying, hey.
Okay, new person.
Love it might be.
Thank you for coming through. Yeah, you do. You got a whole ass army over there. Don't be acting like you lightweight out here.
I am lightweight. Thank you very much.
No,
shut your mouth.
You shut that shit up right now.
You mouth your shut. All right. You mouth your shut.
Y'all see how she be trying to do this shit, y'all?
You mouth it. But that's why I was like, that's why I said that Shuri inserted herself, because
they
knew
have
how valuable
those plans. They can remake that machine that Namor busted.
And every single time Namor was going to do it, he was going to run through it so they can make as many as they want to. Namor was like, you caused it. And penance for bringing not titanium, for bringing vibranium to the public was them getting rid of the scientists. That was the deal.
Wait. Ronald, why? I mean, I get being doomed, but Reed? You think Reed would do something like that?
Is he trying to set him?
Never.
Slap.
Reed would never.
I don't want it.
No.
I don't want it.
Reed would never.
Look, new rock stars. Shut up. All right.
Algorithm brought me in from new rock stars. What? I want a fucking new rock star. What?
That I told you, it got nothing to do with me.
Yo, that is the second time somebody has told me that they came over to my channel from something to do with new rock stars.
See?
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm still not the small one here. Okay, you got how many thousands on your team? Cut it out.
You mind your business your mind.
This is what?
I said you business your mind.
I business my mind.
Yeah, you do business your mind. Mind your business, business your mind. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll see. All right. Well, thank you for coming through, Wooden Genius. I appreciate you, and thank you for giving me that info too. Appreciate that.
Like, I know Namor is bad, but I feel like
that's motivation. I'm gonna keep doing what I do.
Do it. I feel like Namor was doing anything in his power to get Wakanda in his pocket.
Yeah. I think he absolutely sees the value in Wakanda.
Yes.
But he doesn't want to come in playing soft, so he's overcompensating when he
already
doesn't
did that.
need to.
I think he wanted to convince the person he planned to be the next ruler. Like, your mother's getting ready to be phased out in 5, 4.
First and foremost, right.
Hit you with the Janet Jackson.
Right then, yeah, I appreciate you checking us out, Wooden. Thank you.
Listen, he knew that. He was like, if I can get
that's
you,
pretty much it.
If I can get you on my team, and I can do it without killing anybody, that's cool. But the moment Nakia walked up in there and shot his people, he was like, well, shit, bitch, this cannot stand you.
I think he was leaning towards doing some shit anyways. Quite honestly, I really think he was. So it doesn't matter what would have happened, even if Nakia would not have killed anyone. If she would have just knocked them ladies out and they would have been 100% fine, it still would have went down.
I think he would have.
She wouldn't have touched them at all. It still would have went down because he would have been mad that she came in there and
yes, but I also think that he would have went up there.
He came into Wakanda on his bullshit
and dropped that shit off,
and
dropped the whole machine off. Had a conversation while his people dropped the whole machine, and they was like,
quietly, how you move a whole ass machine like that, y'all? And I get moving it through the water silently, fine. But how you put it down on the ground? On the ground. Without making any noise. No sand shifting. No trees getting knocked over out the way.
It was just there. It was there. How? There. How? So that's why I think that he would have came up there and been like, see, you didn't fuck up. You didn't fucked around. I tried to show you the world on my magic carpet ride, and this is what you did.
Magic carpet ride.
Like, bitch, my sea turtles were turtling for you.
Stop it!
So I feel like he would have taken a slight to it, but the moment the bodies hit the ground, proverbial ground, since they were technically underwater, like it was a problem. That was it.
Turtling.
That was it. Listen.
He did. See, and you know what? There are theories on how the sun undersea went, and I like the theory, and I'm pretty sure it was from New Rock Stars, that he took just a large ball of vibranium and then flew it literally to the sun so it could absorb a lot of that solar energy, and once it got full enough, he took it back down to the ocean, which again is one of those things as to why I think that he was able to get into Wakanda without setting off any alarms. All of that radiation from the vibranium is in his blood, not just
and constantly on him. Like, it's always constantly on him,
consistently, and it's been like that for thousands of years. So of course they can all get past the barriers of Wakanda. Well, actually, it's not proven that everyone can, but Namor definitely can.
Oh, Namor flew his ass up in there and swam his ass up in there.
Yeah, he swam
his ass up in there. Absolutely. He skipped through there. He was like, "Oh,
yeah, that was some that was some high level. That was some like 4th degree black belt ninja moves, putting that big ass machine on the damn island on the beach, and nothing happened."
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
That actually is. You know what? I would really love to delve into the everyday to day of Talokan, because I liked what I saw in Aquaman of the underworld, the underwater cities. I love that He-Man was actually running was the king of the section down there, and y'all 80s kids know what I'm talking about when I say He-Man was down there. But I would love to see full Talokan. Like we saw a little bit on the tour with Shuri. You know, we saw the kids playing that game that old access played.
Secret Wars,
take over for a second, Meeks. This is my little brother. I gotta take this.
No problem. But what I'm also really curious to see is if they're actually going to go through with their promise of giving us a Namor movie. They said that depending on how Black Panther did and how the reception to Namor was, that he could potentially get his own movie, and I am all for it. Oh, I'm super excited about that. But yeah, the Secret Wars is a really good. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be interesting how they tie all of these things together that we learned in Phase 4 about the little intersectionalities of the show and how people are starting to get together to come through and do some stupid fuck shit, and we ain't just got time for that. We ain't got time for that. Absolutely. I'll get my little button over here. And it's a very long play. It is a very, very long play. But I'm also a little worried because now that we have Wakanda and Talokan working together, what is that going to mean for everybody else? Because, you know, they were so big. Because, you know, as of right now, I don't think they have a new Avengers group, you know? So that would be cool if the plot did revolve around that. I hope so. Like, I don't want them to get rid of Namor and Talokan because it's such a juicy piece of lore we have yet to go into. So I want more of them. I need it. Everything good with your brothers?
Yes. He was actually calling to check on me because I was out there. Finally got to go home to New York. Small, you know, sidebar for a small AK life update. Got to go home to NY for the last week. My little brother has been battling colon cancer actually for a while now, and hopefully his last chemo treatment will be in February, and everything will be done and healed and taken care of. It was the first time that I've gotten to see any of them since COVID lockdowns first started. I used to be back home quite frequently before that, until, you know, everything changed with all the travel restrictions and all that. So it was great to see him. Very sad though, because he literally looked like a whole, just half of a person from what the last time I saw him before now was. So fingers crossed, y'all. Please please keep him in mind. And, you know, I got my my own surgery coming up in a few weeks to fix my lungs. So hopefully I can get back to breathing better and being normal and walking around better. But I did have fun while I was in New York. It was a great time. I got to meet some of my YouTube faves that you guys have seen in my chats and on my streams. Thousand Eyes and One, Nikki and Tanya. Got to meet them in person. We've been rocking with each other on streams for a few years now, but first time that we met last weekend, and it was fun. We did a live trivia set last Tuesday. And
on our favorite subject.
It was great. Yeah. We got to get you on for trivia. I keep meaning to try to schedule that with you. We got to work that out. And I met Sasuke also. She's in my chats a lot of times when we do Game of Thrones stuff. So it was really great hanging out with them and chilling. Fun times.
So what you're saying is that you missed all the snow.
That's sad. That I missed all the. Oh, there was snow.
Okay. Oh, you didn't see the snow that happened, girl.
One of my homeboys that I play.
We're talking.
State of Survival with. He just moved out of Columbus, and he was telling me that his family said that there was a bunch of snow that we got. Said, well, I'm not there, and I don't see it. All we got in New York was rain.
Listen,
I'm glad I missed that. I thought I was gonna come home to a bunch of snow, or I was going to get caught in Chicago where my connection flight was, because they were getting ready to have a snowstorm.
We're talking about feet of snow, like 6,
I'm
7
so glad I missed
feet
that.
of
Ooh.
snow.
Oh, so glad I missed it.
Yuck.
Thank God.
Yuck. Yuck. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Thank you guys for the love. I very much appreciate it. Okay. Thank you.
But Wun Genius has said that he doesn't think that the people in Talokan have faith in Namor after his defeat. I'm surprised you guys consider it like his people consider it a defeat. Like, he got what he wanted. Did y'all not know what he wanted? Like, did y'all have thought it?
That's the thing though. The way they go about doing things is, I don't even know that I could put the right words to it. I don't know that I could put the right, but damn it. See the moments of silence where the beat kicks in.
Listen, the beat is beating.
I love that background song. I really do. It's the way. And Namor said he's been building and training all of his people that we saw that are warriors for years, hundreds, thousands of years now, because he saw the shenanigans coming. I mean, can you imagine though? Like Wakanda was also as standoffish as his people were, but can you really imagine if there would have been a true partnership between them, like from that very beginning? Because we saw that Namor was about that life when he was a child, when his mama died and he brought her back up to the land where her old village was to be buried. that conquistador had one thing to say to him, and he just looked at him like, "Word."
Okay, well, bitch, I'm about to levitate. I'm about to levitate and rearrange the layout.
This motherfucker levitated, and the next thing we know, everything's on fire, and everyone is dead, except for all the slaves and people caught there that were running away. Mind you, he didn't offer to take them to his underwater sanctuary to make
you can't live under here.
One of those people, Girl. He could have made it possible for them to live under there.
Why would I want to share my fruits?
He didn't want to do that. He said, "Here, you're free now. I helped you out. Thanks. Bye. I'm gonna bury my mom and go back home now."
Exactly. I don't have time for this. I'm busy.
He did not have time. He was about that life. He did.
You know who else was about that life? King T'Chaka was about that life. He killed his own brother. He was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, listen.
In that regard, I don't think he was wrong, because bro, you were out there wilding. You were on some bullshit. You allowed
twice.
A motherfucker to come in and steal our shit.
No.
So you got to pay for that. But I would not have left his son. I wouldn't. That's where he fucked up. I would not have left that boy there. I would have brought him with us and let him know exactly what was going down. If you claim that you had these family values and you thought your dad was the shit, well, here's what your dad did.
Yeah,
he had to pay for that. So now, do you want to come home and actually be a part of this family, like you should have been? Honestly, why was he not fostered in Wakanda in the first place?
Come on.
That it made no sense to me that he was left in Philly. That he even grew up to be a teenager in Philly when his dad was killed. That made no sense to me.
None.
Like, he should have been shipped back to Wakanda when he was 4.
And they're like, okay, well, here's the thing. I'm getting ready to kill my brother because he out here wilding. So I'm gonna need you to grab the kid. I'm gonna need you to grab the kid, please. Yeah, but just
look. I'm saying. It's what needed to happen. It's what needed to happen. Right, yeah. You fucked up.
Blessings.
You fucked up. You had thoughts that you were actually going to be out here doing what you needed to do. You didn't even know that your best friend was one of my spies, my guy. Because obviously he was probably wilding out a little bit in Wakanda too before he even left. Because why else would the king choose to put a spy next to him?
Not just like
somebody that he didn't even it was somebody that he didn't even know. And you would think for the position that he held that everyone would already have known who he was, but that's not how they were operating. They operated under a bit of stricter rules back then, I guess. So while he had that high position in Wakanda that we saw, Forrest Whitaker's character in, and I did think it was really cool that his son actually played the younger him. When he was there, he didn't know who that man was. He had to have already been in Philly to just maybe happen a chance meeting with the prince to come in there and make friends with him and then become like his right hand guy.
That took some time.
That's some time, and that took some skills and training, and that lets you know how deep Wakanda was already in the game. They probably have people like that all around the world. We just don't know yet.
And now that's what he mentioned.
So cool to think about. That's so cool to think about.
That's what Wooden Genius and Circle were mentioning about the Secret Wars. Like,
oh yeah. I think a lot of this is going to come out with Secret Wars. Yeah, this is where it really starts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you can leave if you want to later when you learn what you need to learn and have a perspective
bring them into the fold. You don't let them look at you as the enemy.
Yep.
It's like to even put a different twist on that. I don't know. Again, we're all around the same age range. So that old school Shaka Zulu miniseries that was out back in the day. Like, one of the things I always remember Nandi would say to Shaka is never leave an enemy behind. Because then he'll just rise up and gut you and try to gut you later.
Yep.
And this is along that very same lines. I think King T'Chaka, while you were a badass, while you were the Black Panther, sir,
you left a lot of loose strings. You fucked up.
You should have known better. You should have known to take that boy back home with you, and then you'd have saved yourself this whole trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of glad. I don't want to say I'm glad it went
But
the
it's
way it
interesting to
did.
see how we grew up because I like that it was him,
Yes.
and I had a feeling it was going to be him that Shuri saw. As soon as
Exactly.
I heard rumors about Michael B. Jordan, I said,
I'm
it's
like,
got to be
there's only one way. I was
way.
like, there's only one way to get him back because one, he took the
Yep.
heart-shaped herb, so of course he had to be in the ancestral plane. Period. He had to
Yep.
be just like his dad was, trapped in his own little ancestral plane, away from everybody else. That's the only way. And as much as she was, I'm not like you, I'm not like you, I'm not like you, she showed up did choose his suit when she popped up out of that fucking thing.
The only thing she put it there's a few different more highlights that are on it, so she made it her own. But yeah, the base was absolutely his leopard suit.
Yep,
absolutely, it was his golden leopard suit.
But all right, it makes sense. She's just so angry.
Can you blame her though?
No,
I mean, I
absolutely.
get it. I get her anger. I
Yes.
get her anger, and I don't blame her. But holy fuck, Shuri, you really needed to start thinking a little bit sooner than you did to make this story come together, Ma. I understand that you were going through some heavy grieving. I get it. However, this was not the way. And it took her actually seeing Killmonger to finally see that. It took her going there and seeing that is the afterlife. That's where you're headed. That's where you're headed if you keep on going down this fucking path. So it's nuts. It's nuts.
It's so good. Like,
and I love that they did that. There is one thing though. See, the part that Michaela Coel played was actually a lot smaller than they played it up to be, which I think was by design. They wanted us to think that she was someone else. And the person that I thought she was going to be, I don't remember the exact name, but there is a witch doctor woman that is responsible for bringing Killmonger back from the dead. And Killmonger's died a bunch of times in the comics, y'all. Like this, like I always thought he was going to come back in some way, shape, or form when he died in part 1. So I don't think that this is the last time we're going to see him at all. If they bring this one particular character in that I thought Michaela Coel was going to be playing, we're absolutely going to see him alive and living in the MCU again. It wouldn't surprise me if they followed that, especially with Secret Wars coming up, because there's a whole lot of doppelganger shit that can be done with that. So I kind of wanted Michaela in that role, but I like what they did with her a lot better. They now, because as it stands now, her and Okoye are this like a super secret Black Ops tag team of Wakanda. And before, we know they had sections of the Dora Milaje that were playing these roles. But now, with these new suits and the way they can move in them, there's a whole lot more that they can do. And since neither one of them, it seems, are Dora Milaje anymore, that frees them up on some of the things and the action that they can do and the actions that they can take. And I'm looking forward to seeing what that may lead to in future storylines. And how big that group could grow. And I love that it's now being brought up to be a thing. And they didn't make it a big thing. It was just her walking into a room and kissing Io on the head.
Yep, on the forehead.
Said, "Thank you, my love." And we move on. Loved it. Beautiful and sweet and simple.
I'm like, first of all, how y'all both gonna go into battle? Somebody got to sit down.
Hey, thank you, Wooden Genius. Appreciate that. Like, thank you. Yeah, definitely come back. We'll have some more out for you.
Like, we don't have time for this, okay? Like, both of y'all should have been out there in the field like that. Somebody had to sit down. I don't like it.
Hey, man, look.
I don't like it.
When you got to fight, I don't like it either. But if we were living in that type of society and both me and my baby boo were warriors, and that's very likely what would happen.
Like, somebody got to sit down.
If we got to go, we got to go. Look, we're going to have to set up something for the kids if there are kids involved before
I can't tell you. I completely understand why she was. I understand why the Queen was mad. I get it. I get why she was mad. But when she took that spear from Okoye, I was like, this bitch. Her spear.
Come on now.
I was pissed. Oh no, I was pissed. I was like, I understand that. Yes. Yeah. However, it wasn't her fault. It wasn't like she didn't defend. She defended, but she was like, okay, you know what? To save this chick's life, I will go with you. We can have a conversation. Take me too. And they were like, okay, all right. But I'm just like, really?
Okay, but she did not do her job.
So
that is my last daughter. That is my last child.
And she's not
and
dead.
You were supposed to bring her home. I wasn't gonna let her go.
True.
You convinced me to let her go on this damn mission.
True.
It was your job to bring her back home to me alive. And
she did not bring her back home, but she is alive and she is well.
And now you want me, you asking me to remember all the shit that you did?
Now
did you forget all of the shit that I already did?
No, she didn't do. She went through all the things you went through. Yes, I agree. But I was still like, I don't like it. I don't care. I don't like it.
Nah,
because when push came to shove, Okoye had to bring her ass back to assist. Like, no. I'd have been like, no. I'm petty. And your mama told me to sit down.
Okay, you know what? And
sit my black ass down.
Ramonda is petty too, and I respected every fucking.
And I would have sat my ass down.
You
don't make me no.
We taking all the way back to Coming to America. Nah, fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next? That's the basic gist of what Ramonda said today. When all you motherfuckers was in here fucking up and wanting to go ahead and follow Killmonger because of tradition, I let that shit slide.
No, she was right about that. I was pissed at that.
Come back.
I was pissed at that.
He fucked up and I had to come in and bring the reinforcements and clean this shit back up.
I was pissed about that. She shouldn't have did that.
Keep your power.
Yeah, no.
And now you trying to tell me that I gotta let this shit go too? Nah. Yes. You gotta pay for that, Okoye. Nah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I was so pissed she took her spear.
Those are the facts.
They can be the facts and I can still not like it. You see how that works? She did. You see how that works?
Noise, man. Nah.
You see how that works?
Pass on this one. You don't get, and like she said, you can go still see your bum ass, bitch ass husband who was a fucking turncloak. And
where did they put him? Is he just out there in the field?
He's in some jail in Wakanda. We don't. They never showed it, but apparently there's a prison in Wakanda. And
I'm like, so he's just out there. Okay. Because I think they gave us,
like she said, like the queen said, she can still go see him. I can't go see my husband. I can't go see my son.
That's not my fault.
And now I can't see my daughter.
I didn't do that either. I didn't do the first two. The last one was me.
She was compliant. She was compliant in the second one, and the third one was definitely full on her.
How was she compliant in the death of T'Challa? That's what I mean. For the first,
she let that shit slide. The Dora Milaje could have absolutely stepped in there.
That wasn't. No. I'm talking about who's actually dead.
Also didn't have to let Killmonger fully take over. They could have stopped that shit.
They could have did that. Didn't. But the fight for the thingy was them fighting.
Man.
That was tradition. Like,
okay,
she can be right.
Okay, but
she can be absolutely right and be like no. And be like, no, exactly my point. Sometimes you got to be like, listen, bitch, you made this mess. Go clean it up.
Hey, Chris.
Go clean it up.
you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
You're gonna you might tear up a little bit. You might be in your feels. You might cry, but definitely go watch it. It's a great freaking movie.
You might agree with Aqua Poppy. You might.
Is that really what we calling him now? Is he Aqua Poppy?
I don't think you understand. Listen, when I tell you I'm in these TikTok streets now,
I'm about to. Okay, you know what?
I have
go
new
on your
family.
Bitch about that. I'm about to tweet that out right now.
I have a new family on TikTok where I follow everybody who's a fan of Wakanda Forever, and then I follow everybody who's a fan of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragons. So whenever season 2 does happen, I'm going to take it upon myself to poke some people on TikTok to see if they're down for the streams, because that's how much I'm in the communities. Oh my gosh! But yes, they're either calling him Agua Poppy or Aqua Poppy. It just depends on who you talk to.
I'm very big on culture, so I gotta go with Agua.
Agua, see, I was like, is it Aqua or Agua Poppy? People were like, we don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Agua.
Because people,
I could be misremembering though. It's been a while since I've actually spoken some good Spanish.
Listen, 4 years
so
of
if
Spanish.
anyone in the chat knows,
Nothing.
please let us. Please.
Oh no,
let us
it's
know.
just it's just those are the two nicknames that are floating between him, either Agua Papi or Aqua Papi.
Agua.
Just those
Agua.
two. Yeah. Nobody can settle on which one.
Is definitely more English.
I like Agua because that's what you like.
Yeah.
After they decrease the bulge, you know what I'm saying? Bring back the Snyder cut, if you will. Bring back the Namor cut, if you will.
The Namor cut. It's a whole other different conversation there.
I'm just saying. They should bring back the Namor cut. They had no right to do that.
Oh, geez.
No right at all.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I think if we wanted to keep the PG-13 rating, and we didn't want to hear any randomness from all of the Disney moms, then yeah, he needed to have on not the what the hell he couldn't have on the bulgy Speedos. Okay, he had to have on the hoochie daddy shorts, and he had to tuck it back a little bit. That's
he didn't
sacrifice that we make for the PG-13.
Here's the thing: there was no tuck back. They literally had to go in there with the visual artist and get rid of it. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to let you know with the specificity of the situation that had happened. Okay, that's all I'm trying to let you know. They had to go in there and digitally edit out.
Well, yeah, when you're wearing some hoochie daddy shorts, I mean, the hoochie daddy shorts are specifically made to show all of the curls of the gluteus maximus and the bulge. So, I mean, it makes sense. There's no other way for me to explain it. Just is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Like I said, look, I had this whole argument when House of the Dragon was on. I want my straight ladies and my rainbow fellas to be able to have all of the bulges and hoochie daddy shorts, cheeks, and all of them, all of the pecs to be pecking, and all of the abs and the muscles and the thighs that they can have. I want y'all to enjoy that shit just as much as I enjoy seeing the gluteus maximus and the titties on
cheeks
one
of cheeking, one bulge of bulging. Yeah.
Two cheeks of cheeking.
Yeah.
I want everyone to be happy with their eye candy visuals. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Feige, like, if you can clear that up a little bit, you know,
I'm just saying,
help everybody out, please, and thank you.
The Blu-rays and DVDs,
and please, absolutely, please show Lupita in that awesome swimsuit. The stealth swimsuit, please, and thank you. We appreciate that. I'm gonna be 100% real on that one. We appreciate that.
Like, anytime I start thinking about the movie, I get sad. Is that really, like, I don't know if this movie has rewatchable qualities for me, because I don't know if I can get past the sad. Does that make sense?
Aw. See, I think I could. I have it queued up to watch later today. So, yeah, I guess we're going to find out.
Because I like this movie so much, but it's so sad.
It is. It's so heavy. It's probably the heaviest on emotion of an MCU movie or show that we've had. Yeah. Especially
evolving just around one character, as opposed to like in Infinity War, where you're just trying to figure out what the fuck, who else was missing, where else did everybody go, and this one is just one person, and you know what happened to him. And now the whole movie is pretty much everyone else dealing with the loss and trying to figure out how to move on and pass the mantle. Because I was playing when I said, even though technically it's true that Marvel Phase 4 is about grief, it's technically about passing mantles too. So a lot of people are getting their new counterparts and training them, being introduced to them in the stories and stuff like that. So
yeah, and I think that's what a lot of the Disney Plus shows were about. You know, they weren't necessarily just about the main adult characters that we saw. That was also our introduction for the Young Avengers that are very quickly coming together.
Yeah.
And I am hoping that we get a young Loki on that. And I'm hoping that they also, some timey-wimey stuff is going to happen again, to where like they aged up, what's her name? Cassie, Ant-Man's daughter, to where they'll age up little young T'Challa.
Oh, she's already going to be aged
on
up.
The team also.
And Ant-Man Quantumania, she's already aged up.
Yeah,
she looks like
she's already
like
aged
19.
Up. Yeah,
like
so I'm thinking some more. I'm thinking some more timey-wimey stuff is going to happen because we're also supposed to get Wiccan. I don't think it's going to be in Ant-Man 2, but very soon we're supposed to get Wiccan, and he's also going to be already aged up. Where Tommy is going to come in, we don't know though, because Wiccan is the only one that I've heard that we are absolutely getting very soon. But Tommy, for whatever reason, isn't going to be with him just yet.
I don't think that.
I don't know how they're working that one.
Dang it! I like the actor that plays Wiccan. I think that's the one I like. The one with
the dark-haired boy.
Hold on, now I got to look it up because
he was the dark-haired boy and Tommy was the blonde boy.
I'm trying to figure out which one was in the Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, I think that was I'm pretty sure that was Wiccan.
Okay.
No, that was the dark. I think that was the dark-haired one, Wiccan. Yeah.
Let me look him up.
I didn't watch the Haunting of Hill House. I watched Zavid. Shout out to Zavid. If y'all don't know who he is, please go watch him. He's hilarious. If you're talking, Meeks, you're muted just now. I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, I wasn't talking. I had stopped talking. I had paused. Can you hear me? Okay, I had paused. Oh, he's so adorable. Yeah, he has brown hair. I thought he had blonde hair. Nope. It's my little brown hair baby. Yes, with the glasses.
Tommy's the one with the blonde hair.
That's why I was like, oh, with the glasses, but I forgot that he didn't have glasses in WandaVision. So I was like,
yeah.
But he had glasses in Haunting of Hill House. So I was like, no, the one with the glasses. Yeah, him. That's my favorite. His name is Julian. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Him's a baby. Oh my God.
Oh, baby. Yeah, he was really young on that show. I think he did that one even before he did WandaVision.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. The Haunting of Hill House. He was my sweetheart. I just wanted to protect him and put him in my
and it's hard. It's hard to find really decent kid actors. So honestly, kudos to the MCU because they've found some decent ones.
Because I'm trying to figure out like if they're still able to use him as Wiccan, like if he can be the older actor if they wait.
The aged up, but not that. No, I don't think they're going to be able to. I
so
think they already had.
Teens? Is it like
they already had auditions for teenage Wiccan and Speed already. So whoever, I don't remember the boys' names, but whoever were the boys that were in the auditions in those tapes when WandaVision came out, I think that's who we're gonna see.
Ooh. Girl, what? Oh, it's a book. I'm like, okay, no, I didn't want that. I was looking for no, that was no, I don't want that. A whole ass book came up. I'm like, who is this? No, don't want it. Didn't ask for it. What's show casting? Hold on.
Show casting for what? What are you talking about?
For Agatha, Coven of Chaos. She said, what do you think about the casting? I'm like, what casting?
Oh, there's casting for them? Oh, hey, Joan. What's going on?
Aubrey Plaza. I think I know her. Maria Dizia. Who is Joe Locke? What is this?
That name sounds familiar.
What is that?
Okay, so this is casting for Agatha's show.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wonder what's going to be happening with Agatha's show. I am still under the impression that she's not all the way put under as it seemed at the end of that show. I think she still has some agency there. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, that thing right there is real serious. He's one of the kids in her circle. Oh, okay. I do know his face. His eyebrows be eyebrowing. Ooh, his eyebrows thick, baby. Let me get off IMDb.
All right, here we go. Hey, Joan. All right, hold on. Okay, so what? Let me go back through the chat here. What did I miss?
Wow.
Yep. Look somewhere in there. Heartstopper. I haven't seen Heartstopper.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Day. I liked how they did it too. I mean, there's a lot of folks that I saw complaining about them using that as some as a plot point in the movie. I think they did it very appropriately and respectfully.
Exactly. Number one, they have permission to do so.
What else were they supposed to do?
Exactly.
Was it just supposed to just be written off? No,
I
don't think that would have been the right way to do it. Yeah,
no.
I liked how they did it. They started off with, it's already happened. Mm-hmm. This is where we are. Now here's the funeral. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. From here on.
And I think they did that very respectfully and very heartfeltly too. You could feel that in every person that was on the screen, every character that we saw. You could feel the grief that was there for the whole country. And when they did that full wide pan out shot and they showed the whole overview, that all those posters that were up of T'Challa, the main funeral dancers, the pallbearers, everyone in the country up on the roof, everyone in white, in spectacular, glorious, bright shades of white, everyone there to support the family in losing the king, because that was just like they were losing family too. Yep, I thought that was one of the best visuals in the whole 10 plus years of the MCU so far. I love it. It
was so beautiful. God, it was so beautiful. Like I couldn't even be sad at it. It was just so pretty and it was so real. You can tell that the people on the set were like actually going.
Yeah, they really cared about this. Yeah, and one of the things that I found out that was going on behind the scenes that I didn't know was happening even during part 1 is there's a drummer that will come in with his troupe that was actually friends with Chadwick, and they would play those drums while the Dora Milaje were being trained. So those beats actually became an integral part of their fighting style and the way they moved on screen. So cool. That was just, and that's so us. That's all I can say. Like that's so us. We hear a beat, and whatever we got to do, if that keeps us moving, that's the vibe that we go with. I love that so much.
It's so good. It's so good. Now I'm just wondering, like, what's next? Is what I'm wondering. Like, where are we going from here? I can't tell because technically this is the end of phase 4 and we get ready to go into phase 5.
Phase 4.
So
phase 5, I think, is going to be a lot of the new class.
So is the first phase 5 thing Ant-Man and Quantumania?
Ant-Man and the Wasp, yep. Which I am really looking forward to because not only, again, it's going to be some timey-wimey tricky shit, I think it's going to coincide with Loki also. And also, it's my boy Tick. So how can I not be happy about seeing Tick back on screen?
No, that's Big Daddy Kane. Sorry, new name, Big Daddy Kane.
Why you call him Big Daddy Kane?
Because it's Big Daddy Kane. That's what he is now.
If you don't know why I'm calling him Tick, y'all, go back and I'm blanking on my man's name. I'm sorry.
Which one?
There's really tasty rum in this cup. Tick from Lovecraft Country.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, thank you.
I'm like
if you watched our Lovecraft Country,
I know his government. I know his government.
I know his government. I just couldn't remember it just now. Don't judge me, okay? But yeah, Jonathan Majors is playing Kang, which I absolutely love. Which again, a bunch of the fanboys were so upset and in their feelings when they found out. It's like, how is he supposed to be related to Reed Richards? How is he going to be black?
Because
blah, blah, blah.
You realize that you can
he's
black,
a whole ass century apart from Reed Richards.
Come on.
Okay? Nathaniel Richards is a whole ass century. Actually, I think a few centuries in between where Reed Richards is now to the time that he actually becomes. It is highly probable that a melanated person would have been introduced into the bloodline by then.
Come on, something.
It's not hard.
Gene, residuals.
Come on, people. It's not. Look, like, and genetics are a motherfucker. Like, for real, you never know how genetics are going to do. Okay, you see my complexion now, what I look like now. When I was first born, my dad was like he was made, quote unquote, made a laughing stock because he's very dark skinned. My mom is maybe about a shade or two darker than me, but she's still considered light skinned, and I came out high white. I can't even say high yellow or any of that. No, high white with pink highlights. That was my skin tone. You know why? My great grandmama, she was especially also high bright white. Okay, because while we are all West Indian, we're all from Guyana. The country was owned by the Queen and the conquistadors way back in the day, and those elements were introduced into the bloodline. So yeah, those traits come out early on, but there's a lot of sun that happens in the tropics, so they put me out in the sun and I browned up a little bit.
This is it.
After a few months,
This is what
now I look like this, but yeah. You never know what genetics is going to give you. I mean, I know people with my complexion, with Meeks' complexion. Actually, well, I'll be honest. People with very, very light violet, purple eyes. That is not a thing that is common in anyone. But they exist. They're few and far between, but they exist. There's a whole tribe of black folks out there. A whole tribe of black folks still living on the original island that their people came from, that are born naturally with blonde hair and blue eyes. You never know how genetics is going to affect you. So fanboys, if any of y'all are watching and y'all be mad about the melanated folks and other folks being introduced into the Marvel MCU, get over
Circle
it.
Bros, I see you, Circle Bros. So let me tell you a story of a horse. He said, let me tell you a story of a horse. I see you, Game of Thrones.
Okay, see, South London, exactly. Mm-hmm. But and this is one of the reasons why, while I do Twitter, I Twitter lightly, because
I love Twitter.
That's where all these fanboys be out there.
That's just the best place for me to block.
Like, oh boy,
I'd be like, read. Oh, that's stupid. Block. Read. Oh God, that's dumb. Block. I was like, how me and my brother.
I can't even have a damn conversation with you.
You seen my brother? My brother was just here. You saw how chocolatey my brother was. Chocolatey.
He's lovely dark chocolate. Okay, dark chocolate is delicious.
Chocolate. I know. I'm thinking about doing a GOT rewatch. It's on the cusp.
TLD. What?
A GOT rewatch because I'm thirsty.
Yeah. I'm thirsty. We were both thinking about that, and we miss our dragons and our dire wolves. So
how dare they?
Y'all might possibly get some full on discussions from season 1. We'll see. We got to work it out. Like I said, I have a surgery coming up. I don't want to schedule too much in between that time. I got to give myself some time to recover. So when we do it, we can actually do it right and not have it be ridiculous and choppy for y'all. So we got to put on a good production. Like we did this last season.
It was so good. Oh, no regrets.
You said tell you a story about a horse.
Listen, he was right? It was a silver horse and it was a brown horse. Okay.
He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Damn it! Until he died and muttered some shit that was wrong.
It's just fucking Viserys.
To the wrong bitch.
He could have
to been the great. Wrong bitch. He could have been a contender. The wrong.
He could have. All you had to do was marry Lena and keep your damn dick shrimp wrapped for a couple years. But that's a whole other stream. Let's go back to the MCU. Because I can't rant about Viserys. This will turn into a fucking House of the Dragon stream. I'm not trying to go there. But matter of fact, kick it off, Meeks. Let's go with let's see. We talked about the middle. We talked about the beginning. Let's go towards the endings and how everything came together in the culminations. I'm gonna go refill my rum while you go.
No problem. Like I am fully behind Shuri when she was getting ready to kill this dude. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand why she did not do it. And I understand why she wanted to do it. She was in the frustration. They was killing people. She was backed against the corner. My back's against the wall. You know what I'm saying? And she wanted to get his ass out in the open to lay it flat. I appreciate her for that. I do. And I'm very, very glad that at the last possible second, her mother came to her and knocked her to her senses. It's like, hey, listen, baby girl, that is not who you are. You need to show them exactly who you are. But no matter how well it turned out for Wakanda, I hope she knows that she played right into his hands. I want her to understand that even though this partnership is beneficial to both of them at this point in time, that she played right into his hands.
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do?
And she could have done that. She could have done it a little bit smarter if she would have done it earlier. Mm-hmm. Neither one of them were thinking. They were both still too in their grief and just completely on the defense. And rightfully so, though, because of the way he came at them. Mm-hmm. You know, mistakes were made on both sides.
Yep.
That's a true fact. But of course, Namor's cocky like that, and he's always been cocky like that. And that is why I commend whoever the writers were and the actor for playing it the way they did, because that was Namor to a T. That is the asshole that I remember from the comics.
And not only him getting his ass beat by Shuri, but him going home and drawing a picture on his wall like,
right, let me put my queen up here. You know, it didn't happen the way I wanted it to, but it happened. Right. Like, he's giving her a place of honor in their histories. 100 years from now, all them little kids that are new in Telakan are gonna know.
Like, what is this Black Panther you fighting with? Like, who's this Black Panther you fighting?
And that's beautiful. And because he not only does he realize that he did absolutely get what he was initially going for, but he still honors her as the queen that she is, as the Black Panther, and for the nation that Wakanda is. Like, it shows that duality.
While simultaneously being like, I got this bitch right where I want her.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Facts. Like, okay, job well done. I did that, but she a bad bitch. Let me go ahead and mark that.
Absolutely. Like, I liked her.
Y'all will not disrespect her. Exactly. Y'all ain't gonna disrespect her on my watch.
Not on my watch. Mm-hmm. Not on my watch.
She is in the history books now as an ally. Mm-hmm. As a very strong, powerful ally. So yeah, I'm here for it. Like, you know, the sonic wave that they came up with, that was the T. And also them having the ability of freaking sirens. Like, all of them. Listen. Not just some of them, all of them.
The moment that happened, I was like, oh shit.
Like, any war, just give me 5 of them to go into battle with, and we don't even gotta do shit. We'll just stand by the waterfront and lead and pull everybody to us.
No, thank you. That's the worst. Those people jump to their deaths. Like, man.
They didn't have to do a damn thing. No. All they had to do was sing.
That weirdest.
What? And not even sing a whole song. Just kick out some notes.
I don't have time. Nah, I don't have time for it.
What?
Nah.
Like, Ariel could never.
No. See, but now Wakanda's got to be on the defense about that.
I was trying to bring it back to the regular shit.
Come on, no, he's right though. He is right.
I'm not saying he's wrong. He's wrong. I'm just saying I was trying to bring it back to the regular stuff.
Listen, who did that? Was it? Did you watch The Boys? Didn't you?
Oh, of course.
You remember when Homelander? You remember when Butcher and Maeve had the relations? And they would slam each other against stuff. That's what it's like. That's why he wants strong women. He want to be able to slam her ass everywhere. Like,
Not even that. That's actually, honestly, I feel like that's more. It's more Luke Cage and Jessica.
Oh my gosh! Listen.
And look, I don't know if y'all watched any of the Defenders series, but that was a good scene.
Listen.
That was a good scene. And I'm mad that we're probably never going to see something that powerfully graphic on Disney. At least not yet. I've been saying for years, Disney is dark, and they have been prepping all of their shareholders and all the mamas and papas that still think it's blue skies and rainbows out there.
You better put that parental control to use. Because Disney if they fuck up Daredevil,
that shit on their platform very soon. I guarantee it.
If they fuck up Daredevil is supposed to be spring 2024. They better
not.
If they fuck that up, I'm gonna be real pissed. Okay?
They better not. They better not. Because there's nothing soft about Daredevil. There's nothing soft about him.
Nothing.
There's nothing soft about the Punisher.
Oh my God.
Soft about Jessica Jones. You cannot do any of that. I want everybody to come back from the Defenders except for Loras Tyrell's ass. He can go back.
Yes. Like we didn't. Loras got to go somewhere.
Recast that motherfucker. Everybody talking about recast T'Challa. No, recast that asshole. Please. Because he should have never left the Reach. Colleen, like that chick, when she left the Sand Snakes and she came over, she's good.
Good.
Bring her. We like her.
But
her. Loras, send his ass back to the garden.
It's just something about Loras Tyrell that I just don't believe. Every time he would get mad, he'd be like, I'm the Iron Fist. I am the Iron Fist. And I'm just like,
and don't mistake it, y'all. Look, I'm a comic book fan. I love Danny Rand's character. But Finn,
not the way.
Whatever the fuck his last name was, that played Loras Tyrell on Game of Thrones, he was not the right fit for that role. Not even a little bit.
No, that's the one time they went, we're trying to be comic book accurate. And it was like, I can see that. However.
Look, that part.
However, come on.
All of his side characters were better than him. Colleen, better fighter than him. Rosario Dawson, sexy ass.
Come on.
Better character than him. Everyone that interacted around this dude was doing better than him. That cool ass hallway scene that they had. You could go back and watch that right now and you will very easily be able to tell he was the only one fucking up in his movements. Especially when it came time for him to do something. He literally jumped the gun at one point and had to stop and take a few steps back and wait for Matt to come across him and then for him to jump back in. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And the fact that they used that shot means that was the best shot that they got that day for that scene.
I'm tired.
So, fuck that. But anyways, that was a sidebar. Sorry about that, y'all. That was a bad sidebar too.
No, that was correct sidebar. Fuck that guy. Oh my gosh. Exactly, right. Trash.
Garbage.
Oh.
Yes.
Cheese me to like it. But I do hope that Disney can get it together for our more hardcore rated R Marvel shows, because I'm gonna be disappointed if they don't. Yes. Not everything can be like
especially after y'all let Netflix give us what they gave us, especially with the Punisher, which I think is arguably the bloodiest.
Though that and Daredevil, like
you cannot soften. You cannot in any way, shape, or form soften who the Punisher is. And from what I've heard in the backstream rumors, they have John Berthel already on deck to reprise that role. So they better do it right.
They got
is all I'm saying.
They've got
I just want to see the future of the MCU move forward the way that it should move forward. And since we have pretty much everyone back in the fold now, we got all the Netflix characters, we got all of the Fox characters, everybody's back. Deadpool is on the way. This is going to be a good judge of what they do with the Defenders. If they don't get Deadpool right, that's going to be where the Defenders are going to fall, and I'm going to be upset.
Well, I have this old Phase 5 map up, because the way it's looking now, Blade is not going to be November 3rd, 2023, because they just got rid of the writers. And didn't they get rid of a writer or a director? Something for that.
Why?
Somebody dropped out.
Oh, shit.
And it was somebody major, so I don't think that's going to be ready.
Damn, I wonder why they dropped out. Fuck.
So that's not going to be ready in time.
Good vibes at all.
So I'm just like, I want them to come on. That's right, Circle Bros. I want them to,
exactly right. They put those parental controls on there for a reason. So if y'all not trying to show the real shit, what was the point of that? See, that's the only reason I've been holding out a hope, is because they did that. That let me know that okay, they might actually really they know where the money is with the fans. They know what they got to give us. That's giving them the leeway to do it.
Yeah, because I feel like their testing right now would be all the stuff that's on Netflix that has moved over to Disney, which is like the Daredevil show and the Punisher show that's already out. They moved it.
And so where's your face, damn it? Bring your handsome face on here. Stop it.
Where?
You'll see in a minute. Let me see if he actually does the thing. I did have a couple of other guests on deck. I was gonna have the lady Tanya from Thousand Eyes and One come on, but she was sick today. So well wishes to her. If you guys can remember, please send those out. Send the good vibes out through the ether that she's better sooner rather than later. And the homie over here, Brogi, who is not showing his face, which means y'all can't even see his avatar, sir.
What? You can't? Can you hear me?
No, we can't.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
What the hell? Okay, hold on.
Bring your damn. Where's your face?
Hold on. What? But you know how my internet connection is. Hold on. Let me see.
PG, cabrón.
Let's see.
Okay,
that work? Okay. Hold on. I have my camera set up.
Brogi's, I guess it's just gonna be a black screen.
Black screen. Hold on. There we go.
There he is.
Hold on.
There you go.
There we go.
Terrible wear. Stop it.
Yeah. Hold on.
So
I'll be back. Hold on.
All right,
be on camera. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, so that is the homie Brogi. If y'all have not seen any of Brogi's things before, go down in the description. His links are down there. Mm-hmm. Actually, I will do a copy and move his copy of his links up because I wasn't sure if he was going to make it tonight or not. And I'll put those so you can find them real easy right up under Meeks' links. All of hers are in the description, top left as well. So you can go check him out. Me and him have collabed quite a few times now on some good shows. One of the most recent ones we did was another Wakanda Forever chat we did while I was actually still in Brooklyn at my dad's house. Actually, fun story. When I was doing Brogi's stream just a day before, I'd actually done a trivia stream also. And I had to hurry up and run downstairs because I was on the third floor in the attic. But then this huge ass, I swear the thing was like this big, water bug was in there. And I saw it crawling on the floor. If you're crawling, I could find something to smash you. Then the motherfucker flew.
Yeah.
And I yelled and I jetted my ass out the room. And for y'all that know the issues I have with my lungs,
we ain't got time
running
from
the third floor down to the first floor, down steep, tiny, little narrow New York house steps was not a fun ordeal for me. But I did that shit because that motherfucker wasn't going to get me. Okay? And I know it's a water bug. Probably wasn't going to do shit to me, but
that's not the point. The point is
I don't care. I had to get the fuck out of Dodge.
No.
And I almost passed out once I got down to the living room.
Yeah.
And I spent the night on the couch because I was not going back upstairs. I literally had to get in the chat on my phone. I had to send somebody upstairs to get my phone and my laptop so I can continue with the trivia chat that we were doing. Yeah. So yeah, that was my experience. The last stream I did before the last stream I did with Brogi. But we also did some discussions about She-Hulk and a few other things that we've collabed on.
We did Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, we did Obi-Wan. Yep.
Talking about D23. Yeah, we've done a bunch. So yeah.
Yeah. This is a few things.
That's why I wanted to make sure.
Enough to where I don't remember everything that we've done collectively already. Like I said, this is the homie. Yeah, y'all. This is the first time I've actually been able to get him over here though. So mark this one on the calendar. I'm very happy that you were able to make it, bruv. So we've gone through most of the movie already. So give us your highlights and your main thoughts for the movie.
Why are you making that face?
Okay, no, because you said highlights. I got to think of my highlights.
Okay, you see my
Okay, Okoye. Okoye. In the bridge fight.
That's what I said first too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okoye in the bridge fight highlight. I love Shuri in general, like Letitia Wright's performance in general. I really enjoyed. Angela Bassett's performance in general, I enjoyed, and up to a point, which I don't know if y'all mentioned the reports that. Angela Bassett was questioning Ryan Coogler on the whole decision. She did not agree with the decision of killing her character.
Oh,
so, yeah, that was revealed.
See, and that was we did talk about that, but we didn't know that part.
Yeah,
that was the big question. Was her contract about to be up? Why did Ramonda have to die? Shuri could have been the Black Panther. Ramonda could have stayed queen.
Yeah, Coogler apparently just did it for what it was in the movie was character motivation. Could have been avoided. I didn't feel the need.
Shock value.
Yeah, it definitely could have been avoided.
Yeah. Exactly.
She could have been asleep, and you could have had the herb to wake her up or something.
I would have put her in a coma.
She already
very
had
much
she didn't need
Professor
Ramonda
X
to die.
in the first X-Men movie. I just would have did that, and then the post-credit scene would have been her waking up, not to keep her dead, like just her like, oh, her signs are doing better. I would have did that, but it is what it is on that one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, yeah. We tried to give him an out, but then she revealed like, no, she was against it. But Coogler was like, hey, this is the story we want to do. So
disrespectful.
Yeah.
I'm glad you told me that though. Yeah, because that was a big question we had.
Yeah, It came out a couple of days after the movie came out that was in I forget what the article was. If I can, you can search it.
Was it planned before Chadwick died and they had to do the rewrite?
That I'm not entirely sure.
Or did it come after? I want to say something like that would come after.
Yeah, I thought it was before. I thought it was planned before, but judging from the little snippet of the article I read, it seemed like it was planned kind of after the fact. Because she was saying like, we've already had the passing of Chadwick. Why add this on? So
why
it
add
seems
that
like
on?
it seemed like it was added after. So right, motivation for sure to act. Well, she didn't need to die in order for that to happen.
Exactly.
She had enough.
Was not being able to assist her or help her or guide her. That would have been enough. I need somebody here with me. This means I got to go out here and show my ass.
Basically.
Exactly.
Another high point. What's her name? Lupita Nyong'o. She needed to be more in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
She was looking great. So I don't know why you would deprive the world of that. I don't know why. I already said
deprived of that.
Exactly. I already said Angela Bassett. The actor that played Namor, I thought he was really good.
Yes.
Now, upon hindsight, his plan did not make much sense, but the character, his introduction, his origin, what they can do with him in the future, I'm super excited to see. So I enjoyed that.
I won't. Eventually, the car's going to go where the car's going to go. Like, bitch, we went off the rails. Oh, wait, we back on the rails. And I got what I wanted.
Right. Y'all going to help me, though, right?
When?
Oh, you that? Okay.
Right.
So all that shit.
And I killed your mama.
Right, sure. Riri was cool, and I said it on my stream. I like Riri. I like the actress that played her, but her handling in this movie didn't necessarily make me go, man, I can't wait to see that show. I'll watch it.
I like her.
Yeah, I like her.
It was low-key like America Chavez. Like, America could have had a better intro, I think, if she would have introed with Miss Marvel.
I get that. I liked her more than American Chavez. So, but I get because she at least had a little bit
they gave her a better storyline. Yeah.
Instead of being like, why are we after her?
Basically, yeah. And there's actually, now that you bring that up, it's essentially the same plot line. God damn it, it's the same storyline. This new girl, and then someone's after her. Oh, I didn't even put that together.
A little bit.
Well, and the only difference is in this case, it's not really Riri's fault.
In this case, it made more sense.
It wasn't her fault because they stole her shit, as they tend to do with Black people's stuff.
Yes, and that was, I think, one of the biggest problems was, and I mentioned it was the whole CIA storyline, which should have been more of the overarching storyline, but I guess we didn't want to make America the bad guys.
I would have.
Black people and super-powered Mexicans are trying to unite. They didn't want to make America the out-and-out villain, so they kind of...
Well, it is.
Kind of, worked around that.
You caught that too?
Yeah, I caught.
They made it the lady. They made it the lady from France, their chancellor.
Yeah, they make. That's what I thought was weird. It's like France is the one.
Because I straight thought those were American troops.
I did too.
When I saw the trailer, I absolutely thought those were American troops.
Yeah,
I thought the French lady and the Odin from God of War, whatever.
God of War, Ragnarok.
Him, Odin. I was like, him and Odin, you did it. You're involved because the way you was like, well, we need to have access to your resources
because it's always Odin that does the bullshit.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize when it comes to that mythology, Odin is a war god. Okay, he's not the all-knowing, all-seeing, benevolent all-father. Nah, dude was out there cracking skulls, which is exactly the problem that his daughter had with him.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what Ragnarok. Yeah, that's what Hela was so bad about. Like,
that's why Ragnarok happened. And real quick before we move on, I do agree actually with what Joan's saying here. I feel like I understand why he spent time diving into.
That's why he needed his own
the movie. Suffered from having to get so much content into, and it drags at some points. You're right. Yeah. I do totally agree with that.
I remember sitting there and being like, "Wait, it's not over." It's not.
Right.
No, we needed more scenes of Ross.
Odin is a shit starter.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it is Mr. Starter. I'm like, listen, I don't have time for this. And I was like, we are still here. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to get out. Like,
I didn't like that near the end of the movie either. She's not the princess. No, she's the queen.
Right. So I thought she was queen, but I watched plenty of other reviews, and people. It seemed like everybody was confused about that ending with M'Baku
Everybody thinks that M'Baku is coming in.
No,
I didn't see it as that either.
I think he came in
like the messenger. He was like, "Hey y'all, the queen ain't here right now. She over there."
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I took it as. But I've seen other streams where a lot of people were confused about anything, so it didn't really land because I watched plenty of other reviews. People were coming up with different. It was a different idea from different people, so it clearly didn't land. But I took it as that.
You just telling everybody that she ain't here.
Yeah, that's what I took it as.
He was saying that she wasn't there, and he was just fucking around saying, "So I'm gonna challenge today."
Yeah, that's what I took it as.
If you go back and if you do go see it again in the theater and you watch, he does look like he's just playing around.
He is.
Like, he doesn't look like he's serious at all in that. He literally was just there to say, "Yo, she has some of the shit to do. She ain't here." So she sent the hand of the queen. And as far as I took it, Shuri is absolutely going to be expecting him to come. And like, as far as I'm concerned right now, he's the heir to the throne. She's the queen, but he is now the heir. And I don't think that's going to change because I'm pretty sure Shuri's not going to have any surprise kids anytime soon.
Ain't no surprise when you got to be the one carrying it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So he's going to be eventually he's going to be trained to be king and to be the future Black Panther. And I think that training is going to happen if I'm correct. And there's some timey-wimey stuff, and he gets aged up. And
that's what I'm hoping. That's the best case scenario. Kang comes in time warp or something, and he gets all the Young Avengers.
Exactly, because all of the timelines are in distress right now.
Oh yeah. So I'm pretty sure that scene that we see in the Quantumanium trailer of him asking Ant-Man what he's going to do is like the last part of the movie when he get ready to fuck it up for a real one. Like, so what you want to do?
Yeah.
For me to get out of here.
You think that's the end of the movie?
Yeah, I'm thinking like you got to get me out of here with you in your suit.
That's some Sony shit if they do that.
Like, hey, so what are you gonna do? You either sit here with me or we can go, and we gotta go.
But unless you want to sit here, Brogi. It's work. It's work for Sony in there.
It has.
Back in for Spider-Man movies.
It has. No, you're right. Sadly, it has. They keep fucking. They fuck up the failure somehow. I don't know.
Fox used to do the same shit. That's how they kept roping us back in for the X-Men movies.
That's true.
I stopped watching after the first 3.
Really?
I can't.
X-Men. Well, there weren't any.
There were like 29 of them.
That was a lot. There was
the after X-Men after the storm beyond the rainbow.
Yeah, if you could connect them all together, it's a lot. No, you're right. It's a lot.
So you can't look if you give me enough time, I can connect every last one of them things right now with MCU and how they should. Okay, look, I don't. It's very rare that I toot my own horn. But I am a crossover genius. I can find some ways to make all this shit fit.
Oh my god!
They need to call you.
What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's
12,
a lot. There's a lot
13.
There's a lot
13 movies dealing with X-Men. I ain't got time for it. I don't want it.
Is it 13?
13. I watched X-Men and then X2,
3
and that's
Wolverines.
I just pulled it up, and they include Deadpool.
Then the whole Days of Future Past and all those things. Okay, yeah. And Deadpool.
Dark Phoenix, New Mutants.
Deadpool is who I wasn't counting. You're right. I forgot. Yep.
Yeah, there's like 720 of these movies. I don't.
And then you got the TV show. You got Legion. You got Gifted.
That's what. There's very few of the TV shows that have not been brought in. If you look on Disney Plus. There's a lot of those. Everything that was everything that was in the Fox verse is on there. The whole Netflix verse is on there. The only things missing are Legion and Cloak and Dagger, and I'm really trying to figure out why.
I think it's contract with Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah. Is it just a contract with Cloak and Dagger?
I mean, because they own it. It's on Freeform. They own it. So.
They're totally at the age to where they could just jump on the Young Avengers right now.
They
literally were the Young Avengers before we got all this shit together.
Yeah, they're the OGs, technically. So, yeah.
And I don't know if y'all watch Cloak and Dagger, but I liked it. It could have been better. It could have been better. But I liked it. And I liked how they flipped the script to where Tandy was the poor kid that was going through life and low-key drug addict. And Cloak was actually the upper class rich kid that was.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
And they gave him a lot of tie-ins with New Orleans with his dad, and that's like because something with his brother is how he came up with the cloak idea. Like if you haven't watched it yet, I would encourage you to go watch it. It's only 2 seasons before they cut it off. It could have been better. It was a little choppy, but I enjoyed it for what it was. But that's me and my comic book head just always wanting to see my characters on screen.
Yeah,
I can't do anything with the X-Men. I'm tired.
You only watched like 2 movies though.
I did. I watched the first 2.
Are not X-Men though.
I did. I watched the first 2 when Halle Berry decided to have her accent into
hell. And got rid of it. Yeah, dropped that shit.
See, that is why I do not want anyone that looks like Halle Berry to be Storm. I need chocolate. My number 1 pick is Yetide Badaki.
Yeah,
and if you don't recognize that name, that is the young lady that played damn it. I can't think of the character name now, but she was on American Gods.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The Queen of Sheba. I forget what her actual show name was though. Here, I will pull up a picture so you can see it. And then actually, there's already a bunch of cosplay fan-made art about her being Storm.
She's just called the Queen of Sheba. That's what they call her.
No, but she has a name because she's a main character. She was a main character on the show.
I pull up the cast. Like in the cast, they just have her listed as is it Yetide Badaki? Is that her? That's her real name, right?
Yetide Badaki.
Yeah, they just have her listed as the Queen of Sheba.
Okay, I will look it up and find what her god name was on there. All right, hold on. I'm going to disappear for a second again.
Yes, I would agree. She's very Pertese.
Now I heard y'all talking about,
and she fits the description.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she definitely does. I heard y'all talking about Daredevil on Disney.
Please.
And you got hope. After seeing Moon Knight, that kind of was a test run, and seeing
I don't believe that was a test run. That couldn't be a test run.
And seeing how they did everything to avoid action, I was
everything.
Like, I don't know, this ain't looking too good. I liked it.
Well, here's the thing. Even in the little bit of She-Hulk, when the Daredevil was out here not doing what he was supposed to do. He's supposed to be KOing people. He's supposed to be snapping necks. He's supposed to be laying people down for the eternal night, and I didn't see it happening.
I enjoyed it in Daredevil, but it was like,
I did like him in She-Hulk.
Hold on. Y'all watch it disappear for a sec. All right, so that is some fan art of Yetide Badaki being Storm.
Absolutely.
And if you want to know what she looks like outside of that, this is her in her full like American Gods set, and then again next to Storm. Like I think she would be the perfect pick, but that really depends on what age they are going to put that first class of X-Men at. We don't know what's going to happen.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
we shall see.
Bill Quees.
Bill, yes, that's it. Bill Quees. I knew there was an actual name.
I opened the thing, and the thing opened, and it said Bill Quees.
Yes. I knew she was the Queen of Sheba, but I knew she had an actual name.
Yep, I'm just hoping that Disney does.
And I agree. Future Past was a good film.
That's all.
I wish that.
Really?
Yeah, that's my favorite too. And actually, okay, so Brogi, let me ask: do you like what was released in theaters, or the director's cut, or the road cut?
Never saw
you
any
haven't
of those.
Seen the road cut?
No, I just have the theatrical version. So yeah.
Okay, so what was added in for the road cut? They also kept everything for the director's cut. It's where they kept a semblance of the romantic relationship that was between Storm and Wolverine at one point.
Okay.
They showed that, and they also showed Rogue, them going in and breaking Rogue out of the Sentinel's prison. Ooh. So she could come and take Kitty Pryde's power to keep Logan in the past for as long as he needs to. Because remember, she had got cut last time where he jumped out of it.
Snapped out of it.
So she needed a rest, and Rogue was the only person that could help with that.
Right.
So they went and got her. Yeah. So I would encourage you to go and watch that cut. It was only a few extra added things, but it was decent for the storyline. It made it a little bit better to me.
Right. Okay.
Bless you.
Yeah. I haven't watched that movie in a while though, but that's my favorite because it's a good,
yeah.
It's got both
I
of the
agree.
generations.
It brings the new class and the old class together.
Yeah. It adapts to popular story.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I agree. I like it. All right, so finish up your few points though. We did go on the tangent as we always do.
We did.
You know how it
Other things I like. Soundtrack I thought was good. A lot of people shitting on the soundtrack. I think it's a good sound. It's not as good as the first one, but
listen, I hated the first one. So I
Really?
I hated it.
It's fire. That thing was so fire.
It was too soft and sensual for me. I wanted some boom cat.
There was
words.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. Okay.
It was very smooth, and it just didn't move me.
Okay.
This one I think was no holds barred.
Yeah.
Cinematography
was solid.
Choice.
Those are the main things. Some of the stuff I'm still a little iffy about how they handled T'Challa's passing and tying it too close to T'Challa's passing and tying it a little too close to Chadwick's. I'm still a little iffy on that. I felt like that watching it, and I still feel that way. So, some people are cool with it, some people aren't. It's like they had to make a decision. I get it, so I'm not too mad at them. Other things, M'Baku was cool. I wish he would have had a little more to do.
I liked him.
I liked him. I just wish he would have had a little more to do.
I felt like he was the hand of the queen. I think that he was
getting
exactly everything he needed to do.
Like he knew he wasn't in charge. It's not his business to be in charge.
This wasn't his journey.
And to protect. And I appreciate him. And I still will always love the fact that he got hit in the chest and he had hit him with a.
Yeah, I mean that part I didn't have a problem with because I mean it's Namor. He's not going to stand up to Namor.
Right,
he's not going to stand up to Namor. It is what it is.
He's making fun of that fish man.
You gonna fuck? Namor is
he was like the fish man, and then he learned. He was like, "Listen, we got to take this seriously."
Yeah, it's serious.
Namor is Vhagar.
He's a god.
Right? You want to come at Vhagar on that fuck shit? She gonna let you know what the deal is, just like she did with Lil Luke
with the
and
little boy.
I'm saying. I miss you, baby Luke. I'm sorry you had to die, but you fucked around and you found out.
Well, you know who really fucked around and found out? The dude that thought that he was in control of this big ass bitch. You fucked around and found out, sir. You one-eyed bastard.
Yeah, no, Vhagar, son. Way to go. Way to
Listen
go, kid.
to me now.
Tried it. That's what you did.
Nah, bro. Vhagar said, "Shut the fuck up and sit down and just watch my light work real quick."
Exactly.
They shot some fire at me.
Hold on to the reins, bitch.
Right.
Like, did you not see this motherfucker come out and shoot fire at my eyeball?
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna let this slide.
You want me to just chill on that?
That's disrespectful.
Do you know who I am?
Come on. So I'm not mad at M'Baku. I enjoyed his portrayal, but a lot of people, I did hear quite a bit of people were upset that he wasn't a stronger, more masculine presence in the movie.
I just would have gave him a little bit more to do. That's all I'm saying.
I'm wondering like where I keep saying like what is next for everybody else? Like what's next?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Let's make that our last segment. With everything that we know that's coming up. And I'll kick it to you, Brogi, first, since you're a fresh face right now. You the new booty.
Okay.
Right now. What do you think is coming for the main characters that we know thus far of the MCU? And I know that there's about like 10, 12 of them now. But what do you think is coming up? And let's start with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Where do you think their storylines are going? And then we can go into like Thor, Ironheart now, I guess.
Yeah,
not Iron
Thor
Man.
is a tough one.
I actually heard that Thor is coming up on his last movie.
I mean, he's done
right
4 now.
He's probably gonna get a new contract.
Yeah,
but as of right now, he's only got one more film left, y'all.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna do it. He's taking a break from acting.
Think so?
He is taking a break. He said that he's got diagnosed with the Alzheimer's. So he has 2 recessive Alzheimer's genes, so he's higher. He has a high chance to get it. So he's going to take a break from acting to try to get some movies and stuff.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was going to say Chris Hemsworth said the same thing, but he's been back for like 3 movies now since he said that.
Yeah, this is it for him. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I forgot. I did read that like last week about Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. Sad. Very sad because he's a great actor. Him and his brothers, man. They like the new age Baldwins out here.
But he should still do Witcher, so I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I was about to say no.
Okay, we're not talking. Okay, I wasn't talking about that brother.
I'm just saying.
He's a brother. He's a brother, exactly.
If y'all didn't know, what we're referencing there is after this next season of The Witcher, Henry Cavill will not be playing Geralt of Rivia. The mantle will pass on to Liam Hemsworth, who, if it was going to Chris Hemsworth, I would be cool with that. But it's going to Liam, and I don't like it. Honestly, I would prefer it went to their other brother that was in Westworld.
Fake Thor?
I prefer we go to Lambert.
Fake Thor at least has the right size thighs. Not Liam, okay? I'm just saying. Sorry. And that's not me from I like it. That's just me speaking on some of my straight
I've only seen him from the waist up, so
that I know like seeing that. Like I said, I'm trying to get eye candy out here for everybody.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Not just me.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Where are we going with Ant-Man and Wasp?
I'm thinking Pym's dying. I think Pym's dying. Hank's dying.
Oh,
I think he's dying.
Okay.
I think he is. I mean, it's like what
you
the
think
hell?
Janet gonna survive?
Maybe because they haven't done much. If they both pass, I'd be fine. But they don't doing anything with them, so I think she's gonna stick around. Scott, I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Scott because Ant-Man, he's insequential, but I don't think they're gonna kill him off just yet.
Yeah,
he might be trapped, like he might get like locked away by Kang or something like that. I can see that. Like he gets like trapped in like a time.
He's been trapped in time like before.
They might do that again. Other than that, I don't know where the hell that's because there's rumors that MODOK's gonna be in the movie or some shit.
I heard that, and it was gonna be what's his name, Yellow Jacket. Got pulled into the ether. Yeah,
I don't know what the hell.
You know what else I heard though, and I would prefer it to be is that it was what's his name, the damn scientist from Captain America, the little short dude.
Oh, I didn't talk about with the glasses.
Yeah.
Little dude with the glasses that was actually making all of the weaponry.
It turned itself into a machine.
MODOK. The guy that became the machine. I think I would prefer him as MODOK. It would make more sense because he's already been a ghost in the machine, so to speak.
That makes sense, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Zola,
I don't know. Armin Zola. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna pull that together, but they could because they did that in the What If show. So. I just
feel like this whole Ant-Man and the Wasp movie is like big.
At this point,
that's Disney Plus. That's Disney Plus. They do that on Disney Plus. They make them 6 on Disney Plus.
I don't want it.
So if you want 4, they do 6 on Disney Plus. So
I feel like Ant-Man and the Wasp is a full movie of fuck around and find out. That's what I think it is. I think that whole movie is fuck around and find out because Janet is like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
I have a question. Hold on. Okay, so, and this isn't my theory. This is a theory that I heard come from someone else. Do y'all think that maybe there was a thing between Janet and Kang? And that's why she's so
everybody loves Big Daddy Kang. Yes.
Not only is he bent on world domination, but no, he want his boo thing back.
Yes.
I don't know if he wants her back.
I'm a little bit here for that.
Something from him.
I think she might have stolen something from him. Yeah. And she might have told him what was going on outside. Like, all this stuff is going on. We're working on this particle. We're working on this. We've got these things. And he's like, oh, okay. So y'all about ready for me to jump into the fray.
Here's the thing.
You're calling for me.
Yeah.
I don't think. Here's my one caveat. My little nugget addition to the theory. I don't think that it was just Janet. I think that there's a possibility for a triangle there with Janet, Kang, and Renslayer from Loki.
Right,
he was looking for that bitch. He was looking for that bitch. You're right.
And you got to remember, Janet was down there for a number of years.
She could have helped her ass escape to the TVA. And he could have been
Why would you not,
dirty bitch.
Exactly. With your smarts, if you end up in the damn city that Kang is in, he's absolutely going to notice you and you're going to be looking for help. So why would you not ingratiate yourself with the leader if you can and you have those skills to give him something to make yourself valuable to him? And who knows what might happen in them late night hours when you in the R&D, the research and development room, and y'all doing stuff. And of course, we know Renslayer was always there on the side, and we know that her and Kang were married in the comics. So We know she's the head of the TVA, and she's absolutely clued into everything that Canon was doing. So who says she wasn't going back and forth and making visits?
You know what? Now thinking about the trailer for Quantumania, the trailer mostly focuses on Ant-Man, Wasp, and his daughter. Pym ain't nowhere to be found. Janet was like, don't take your asses in there. She got sucked in there. I bet you her ass got the fuck out as quickly as possible. And that's the reason why Kang is like, Ant-Man, we gotta go find her. And he's like, no, you gotta take me back. Yeah, like you gotta take me back.
Or he's holding her hostage. Yeah.
Yep. Like you gotta take my ass.
That's a little, and we know Loki season 1 is coming back pretty soon. I think all of those events will coincide very heavily with what happened.
I hope so. I really do.
That's just my
really like Loki, and I would like Loki to fit more into the.
I like Loki, but I'm more into seeing young Loki on the Young Avengers.
I like Loki, but I also like Loki because he's messy. Yeah, but I don't like the female Loki. Like, bitch, you're weird.
Oh, you don't like Sylvie?
She a little too messy. She a little too messy.
You kicked all this shit off, and you were like,
you kicked all this shit off,
and you're like, yes, I did what I wanted to do.
Yes, that was my one problem.
She fucked up. You look at her face, and you go back and you watch that scene. You look at her face. She knows she fucked up. As soon as she did that stab, she was like, oh, wait.
Because he had laughed at her ass. He was like, oh, bitch, it's
and he wondered. And then he was sitting there. And this is how you know the shit was really fucked up. He's just sitting there like, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to be here either way. Do you want the easy way or the hard way? Which way you want? You want the hard way? All right, there you go.
All right. The next me ain't going to be so nice, bitch.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors is about to be in here wrecking shop in the MCU, and I am here for it. I'm here for all of it. I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
Kang is that motherfucker, and I think
I told you, Big Daddy Kang. I've never taken it back. Never take it back.
They are on track to make him the best villain that the MCU has seen thus far.
I hope so.
And I think they did it right here without all the other bullshit they've been doing, like how they killed off freaking Gore. No, I think that was a misstep. But they did not kill off Namor. And I think that may possibly be a testament that they're learning from those mistakes, that they have to keep these big villains around.
Girl, you
continue to further these stories.
Baku cut, yeah, right? See what I'm saying?
You know what? Look, I'm saying, Brogi, you weren't here when I said it earlier, but look, I want all of my straight ladies and all of my rainbow fellas to get all of the deliciousness that they want. Okay, we get to see our booty shots. We get our titties. I want everybody to be happy with their eye candy. Okay, that's only fair.
I feel you. I just say, like, they should have did like a 2-on, like a tag team. It should have been Okoye and M'Baku versus Atuma and Namor at that last fight to like a stalemate. Something like that would have been cool. That's all I'm saying.
Atuma, that's his name. I don't think I said it right when me and Meeks talked about it earlier.
Yeah, Atuma,
that's his name. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Listen, he wasn't playing. He was like, get this bitch her spear back so I can beat her ass.
Yeah.
Right. On deck. Yo, as soon as he jumped into the spot, he saw her. He called her out. Hey, warrior. Where you going? We wasn't done last time. Where you going?
Yeah. So y'all hang back. I'm gonna deal with this one.
Right. He literally was like, hey, bitch, grab your stick.
Y'all go after them over there. Don't nobody touch her. Okay, I got that.
Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse us.
He was checking for her on deck, and I loved it. Honestly, I would watch a whole ass small origin series about him. I really would.
I really do hope they do the Namor
how
film.
He trained
and
how he got to the point that he got to.
Yeah, someone asked that question. Should they do a Namor film or a series or a special presentation? At this point, I'm fine with them just doing a special presentation.
All of it.
All of it sounds good. Don't get me wrong.
Anything they really give us.
Yeah, anything. Okay, yeah, he was cool.
We just need it. Thank you so much, because this man don't give a fuck. Thank you.
Yeah, he was cool.
But he doesn't. And that's the thing that I like. See, and you could almost say the same thing about Gore. But they didn't allow Gore to thrive.
They didn't let him go. They didn't let him loose.
He should have.
Well, they cut so many of those scenes out. They said there were other scenes with him killing other gods, but they cut them out. And I'm like, so you cut that out, but gave us more dumbass.
They should have made him a lot more
Come on, yeah.
They needed to have made him a lot more menacing than he was.
And he was good in those moments, talk to the kids.
He was. Like, Christian Bale was a great choice to play him.
Yeah.
I just wish they would have given him more. Because I didn't do a review on that because I was like, why?
Yeah.
I didn't even bother.
Yeah.
See, and I think that because these are all stories made from comic books, look, anyone, if you write it the right way, anyone can come back from the dead.
True.
And they have consistently done this. So I would hope that at some point in time, they would bring some of these old villains back. And they realize that they can't just kill everybody off in a series of 1, 2, or 3 movies. That's just not how these characters work. That's not how it goes down. You know, their storylines are a lot longer than even 10 years of a series of movies. They're far longer than 2 decades of movies. If you follow what's already there, and even if you ad-lib some things and you change a few other things around, you can absolutely still tell the story as it was shown on pages without it looking too cheesy or too choppy. Very easily if you get the right people doing it.
Yeah.
So I think they could bring him back, and I'm glad that they kept Namor and they didn't try to do no dumb, stupid tomfoolery and kill him or make it seem like he was in a coma or some bullshit. And
right,
Chris, you're right. Like Red Skull is still out
Prime
there.
example. Red
Skull is still out there.
He's just out here floating in Vormir.
Yeah.
But that's because
they got a good actor playing him now too. Hugo Weaving left, but homeboy from The Walking Dead is who played him in what was it? In Endgame. And I think he did a good job.
Yeah, I like him.
Even down to the voice.
Yeah, I'm just like Red Skull was like he was a waster because he was a big problem.
Wasted.
He was a big problem,
this
and then
is a prime time.
Yeah,
this is a prime time to bring him back.
What are the odds
it's going down now that Red Skull could easily dip himself into?
What are the odds he pop up in Captain America 4? I didn't think it as an option. What are the odds?
That would you know what?
New World Order.
With the New World Order coming in, also with now that we know that Ross, his ex-wife, is the freaking Contessa.
Yeah.
And she is hooked up on so many things, and we know who the Red Skull was supposed to be. I'm pretty sure they have recast that now as what's my boy's name? Indiana Jones. That's the rumor that he's coming in to play.
Oh, you mean Red Hulk? Red Hulk. You mean Red Hulk?
Yeah. He's going to come in to play I'm saying Red Skull and Red Hulk. I'm saying Red Skull is probably going to be an integral part of the Thunderbolts with the Red Hulk. Okay. And Indiana Jones is who they have tapped to play Everett Ross now. So that just leads me to thinking that since we're amping up the game for everyone, he's absolutely going to be Red Hulk. And with all of those connections and all of the intel that the Contessa has, she's going to know about Red Skull, and they're going to pull him in. Already! But she's already making herself to be a good villain, though.
Wanda. Yeah.
She's already integrating so much.
Like Yelena, I'm still mad at her about Yelena. I think I'm the most mad about Yelena because she was just like, you should have just minded your fucking business and leave her alone. As trying to set her on Clint, like bitch, I hate you.
Yeah, set her up.
See, but that situation has been corrected now because that was done during Hawkeye. The one thing in the one I view it as a loophole for Hawkeye is Kate's mom.
That bitch.
Do not look. Listen. First of all, you got Vera Farmiga.
Come on,
play that role.
She coming back. She not going nowhere.
She get an actor of that caliber.
She coming right back.
Play a small role. No, Eleanor is going to be back. And the one thing that I want to know that I legit will watch a whole little miniseries on is Eleanor's backstory. Because you can't tell me. I don't care where you are. They were in New York at that time, but I don't care where you are. You can't just go walking around the streets of the NYC and you happen to turn around and just see a random person and you automatically mark them as a Red Room operative. you can tell she very actively looked back and marked Yelena like that.
And not only that,
saw that. That's why she ducked back around the corner like, oh shit.
But her and Fisk were like this. Like, not only that, like you have, like,
I want to realize that bitch's backstory.
Realize that I need you in my pocket. You've got.
Hopefully she'll be in. Hopefully she'll be in Daredevil. But yeah, you make a strong. You make a strong point. Yeah.
I'm saying there is something up with her, and I need to know what her backstory is. Where did she train? Why does she have the skills that she has? There's a reason that she married Kate's dad. So what the fuck also was he into besides this street level shit? It wasn't just money. I think she had money on her own. I don't think she needed him for that. So what the hell were they both into?
Power couple type of thing.
So much.
Yeah, and that he stopped eventually.
Something like that.
He would have had to stop. Yeah. And been like, okay, that's it.
Exactly.
Bruh.
Exactly. I'm saying there's so much coming, y'all. There's so much coming for the MCU, and that's the speculations that we can get into here. For real, that could be a whole other stream by itself. Nothing. So, Brogi, let me get you your last couple of final thoughts on where you think we're going. Then we'll kick it to Meeks, and then we're gonna go ahead and end it before we go on for too long.
Okay. What's the next thing on the list? Okay, I'll say this: Thunderbolts.
I'm not looking. Is next.
Oh, Secret Invasion is next.
Yeah,
okay,
I think the whole arc of Secret Invasion and Secret Wars is next. Yeah.
Okay. Secret Invasion. I hope it's good. And the trailer looks really good, but once again, it's Disney Plus, so it can kind of go either way.
You never know.
You don't know. You don't know.
Like pow.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. It's rumored that Emilia Clarke's character is actually the character Abigail Brand, who is another mutant who is connected to X-Men. If that is the case, that's pretty cool because Abigail Brand's a dope character. She runs Sword. She has green. She's like super smart, super big but she's like very dedicated to what she does.
Messy. They messy. Yeah. Let me tell you why they're messy, because I'm on International New Database right now and they don't have her character listed. They messy.
Yeah. It's rumor. I saw this rumor on Twitter.
It's a rumor that she's supposed to play Abigail Brand, but the rumor that I heard before that is she's supposed to be the Skrull Queen.
Yeah, that's that too. So
that if she's Abigail Brand, cool. I already know that Emilia can pull it off. I know she gets a lot of flack for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because of the roles she's done outside of Game of Thrones. I still think she's a good actor. I think she could pull it off. Whatever role they give her in the MCU, I think she can pull it off.
There are
I would prefer to see her as the Skrull Queen, just because that's such an intricate role in this whole storyline.
There are 3 whole people in this cast that don't have their characters listed.
I'm cool with that, but yeah.
3. Emilia Clarke, Christopher McDonald, and Carmen Ejogo?
Let me look that up. Christopher McDonald.
I know him from dang it, what was he in? Let me just click it because I'm just gonna be guessing.
Oh, that guy. Okay. He's been in a bunch of shit.
Yes, a bunch of shit.
Okay, Christopher McDonald. Who's the other name?
From Mad TV? Not from Mad TV.
No, Carmen Ejogo. Ejogo.
Jogo? Carmen Ejogo?
Yeah.
Okay. I vaguely recognize her face. Let me see if I can find her.
She's in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Who the fuck does she play in that?
She plays Serafina Pituri.
Wait a minute. Interesting. And she was in Alien Covenant. The Purge, Anarchy is Ava. Okay.
Oh, Christopher McDonald.
I remember that one. Yeah.
He's been in a shit.
Oh wait, she was. Hold on. She was in the Avengers, the '98 Avengers. That was the one about the old British.
Yeah, the one with Uma
Thurman and Ray Fiennes.
Yeah.
Which, if y'all haven't watched that, go check that movie out. It's a great old school spy movie.
Yeah, so they have unlisted characters, so
yeah,
they could be scroll related.
Interesting. Yeah. That's very interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
I will be on the lookout for that.
The main thing I'm excited about is Fantastic Four. So I don't know where they're going to go with that, but
I don't see that in the phase, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Question. Would you guys be interested in doing a short Fantastic Four casting stream with me?
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about doing that, but I want to pull some people.
I don't know enough about any of the characters to even want to I'd have no choice on casting.
You don't need a whole lot. Okay. Humans. All I will tell you is
they gotta be humans.
Go. I'm pretty sure that it's on.
They gotta be breathing.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Well, they're not necessarily mutants, actually. They got their powers weren't from birth. They got their powers literally from an accident in space. It's more radiation based than it is having a mutant gene.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. Yes, the woman that played Lady Olenna, she was the original. Damn it!
What was her
name?
I
forget the person's name.
I'm trying to think of it too.
I'm forgetting the character's name. But yeah, she was the original.
She was the inspiration for Black Widow.
Character. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she was the inspiration for Black Widow. Yep. Let me see if I can find some pictures for that, because she looks slick as fuck.
Diana Rigg, I think, is the actress.
Diana Rigg, yeah.
The characters. Emma Peel. That's
Emma Peel. Yes. Let me find some pictures here real quick for y'all. Yeah, and if you didn't watch those that TV show, definitely go back and watch it. But I would also very much encourage you to watch the movie that came out with Uma Thurman, Ray Fiennes, and Sean Connery in '98. It was a good movie. I tend to like any type of spy action thing. Yeah. And when I saw the previews for that, I think I just now graduated high school. And I had so much fun watching that movie.
Yeah, Fantastic Four is how like I said, Fantastic Four and X-Men. If the MC, a lot of people are down on the MC right now. I'm not, but if they fuck up Fantastic Four and X-Men, I'm gonna be right there with them. But until then,
somebody might have to get some angry emails.
Yeah, until then, I'm cool, But
all right, let me go full mass here real quick.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is Lady Diana Rigg.
I can't stand it. I just want to let you know.
When she was younger, playing Emma Peel. And she was literally a breakthrough actress, because when she saw some of the random nonsense that they wanted to do with the Emma Peel character, she was like, nah, fuck that noise. And she changed the game.
Yeah. Pioneer.
So she was absolutely a pioneer. And let me see if I can find this side by side. Show y'all how good the casting was with who played Marjorie Tyrell, y'all? What's her name?
Oh shit!
Look it up real quick.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
Because there's a side by side picture that I remember seeing of her next to a younger Diana Rigg, and they are almost identical.
Oh my god, that is gonna bother me. I can just right on the tip of my tongue.
What is? It's on the tip of my damn tongue.
No, stop doing what I don't want you to do. Where is she?
Search Marjorie Tyrell actor.
Natalie Dormer.
Natalie Dormer. That's it. Thank you.
I'm like, I'm over here struggling. Ridiculous.
Okay, look at that. This right here. Look at that.
I see that.
Look at that.
Yeah. I see that.
That is damn near perfect freaking cat. Like, they could be related.
No, they are. Show me the Carfax.
Casting.
You're right.
Show me the Carfax.
Right? Yeah, they're really.
Did you say Carfax? Like, that is crazy. Like that.
I'm seeing all these people regularly. That's weird.
Whoever was doing the casting, for real, what was on point. I don't know if they meant to do that on purpose, but they did that. Like, yeah, that was really freaking cool.
Yeah, she's been on a lot of lists for Susan Storm too, which I'm like, okay.
I could see her. You know what? Honestly, I could also see Jessica Alba coming back and playing that part.
No,
because I don't know if y'all have seen Jessica Alba lately, but she still looks the part.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No?
Can she act though? That's the thing. She got the look. Can she act though?
Listen, I remember Honey, so no.
Thank you.
Okay, see, I don't count Honey.
Let's be
I
real.
don't count Honey. When I think of Jessica Alba, I think of Dark Angel.
Oh yeah, listen. Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Dark Angel was the shit.
I'm not mad at that. That was my shit.
Yeah, and Dark Angel that character had a lot of physicality and shit. Fight. And Jessica looked good doing that shit. So give me that Jessica as the new Sue Storm. That I can do. Honey,
she can't do that no more. Okay. She got kids.
How you know? So
she tired. She can't even get her kids to sit down for pictures. She can't do it.
Angela Bassett has kids.
She's tired, but she's a different breed of woman.
Yeah,
right.
Angela Bassett is a superwoman though. Like, let's come on.
I mean, you're right.
Angela Bassett is superwoman.
You're not wrong.
Superwoman for real. Like, for real.
Oh my gosh! Look at all these people in this. Oh my god!
She wasn't a strong enough character in what are do you mean in the role of Honey?
No,
she wasn't. In the role
Everybody think about Honey.
We're talking about Susan.
Well, they didn't give her enough to do. That's because they made it all about Reed and his bullshit antics and Johnny Storm's dumbass.
I mean, I don't blame him for the Johnny Storm part, but like, she was. I don't know. I feel like she was just hired for her looks, and then
she was really pretty with blonde hair.
Yeah, but then the second movie, they was like, "Oh wait, we made her too ethnic, so let's overcorrect it and give her these weird blue contacts and this crazy overly blonde
and that's
hair." It was
thing.
like, ugh.
That's the thing with Jessica Alba. She is one of those Caucasian.
Yeah, she light skinned women. Yeah.
That is actually just super light skin, and that there is a little tiny bit of drop of melanin in her background.
They really did whitewash the hell out of her.
They did,
they
right?
whitewashed the fuck out of that. Yeah.
Even as a kid, I was like, "What the fuck did they do to her?"
I mean, because if you look at her compared to what she looked like in season 1 of Dark Angel,
I literally just pulled it up.
Storm,
child, I can't. Unsubscribed.
it looked like it's two different people because she was allowed to look like how she looked in Dark Angel. But once they got to Fantastic Four, they said, "Oh no, we got to clean this shit up a little bit."
Somebody get her a lace front. Thank you.
Yeah.
Front of the lace.
Yeah. So they're not going like this.
Rooting.
Right. They were not on that. They were not on it.
Like as I've said before on my channel plenty of time, not looking forward to Thunderbolts. The more they try to push to it, the more I'm like, I don't care. Unless they announce it's rated R, I'm just like,
though.
They are, but like as we said on the lineup is trash. Everybody,
so far,
they punch hard and they can shoot guns. That's about it. So congratulations, good luck against the Red Hulk.
I mean, also, go ahead.
Well, I've been seeing recently on Twitter, it's rumored that the main villain might be the character Hyperion, who is basically an evil version of Superman. And I don't know if that's the case. That's just a rumor.
Evil though.
Certain versions he can be evil, but he's supposed to be like an evil version of Superman. And I don't see why they would have this team to take on an evil version of Superman. That seems like a power disparity right there.
That doesn't make sense.
So I hope that's not the true, but you know, it's been rumored.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanna compare Hyperion to a DC character, it would be Superman.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say he's all completely evil, but like you said, it depends on who's writing him and for what storyline.
Yeah,
yeah. But
I mean,
but why would they choose? Why would they choose the Thunderbolts to go up against Hyperion?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, it's a rumor.
That is an Avengers extension level event.
That's what I would say.
You don't call in the street level to go up against Hyperion.
Thank you. I don't care how many super soldiers you got.
That's not smart.
You
literally call in everyone that is Avengers level and on the intergalactic level to come in and try to catch
Ghost, Moonstone, Songbird, Penance, Norman Osborn. Yeah. Yeah,
right,
I agree
exactly,
with that.
exactly.
Yeah, that's the people you need. Yeah, those are the people you would need.
You call them motherfuckers in.
That's who you would need.
Right.
Not Captain America, Captain America, Captain America, Captain America, Captain America. That's not who you call.
Chris, I didn't know you fuck with the comics like that. Okay, I appreciate that, homie. Thank you for putting that in there.
That's a strong lineup right there.
Yeah. Facts. Absolute
that's
facts.
A strong lineup.
Yeah, you don't get the regular ass Thunderbolts led by Thaddeus Ross to come in and take on Hyperion. That's a death sentence.
Red Hawk is one thing, but like everybody else,
right? But everybody else, they dead.
Yeah,
plain and simple. Yeah. I mean, and Yelena is good. Don't get me wrong, but she's not Natasha.
Mm-hmm.
She's not Natasha. Natasha can go up against the Black Order with Thanos. Yelena,
I like Yelena though.
Good,
yeah, she needs the experience.
I'm saying, don't get me wrong. I like Yelena. I absolutely do. But I don't think her skills are as up to par as Natasha was. Natasha literally has that real world street level experience. Mm-hmm. And she's been on the team. She's been on the team with full on superpower people.
In the middle of superpowered shit.
She knows how to navigate that.
2 guns.
Yeah, seriously. Right. For dear life.
Some random
making it work.
And 2 guns.
Making it work.
Fucking motherfuckers from space.
Yes.
Because
like this alien just came through the wormhole.
Right, because she knows how to parkour off a damn rooftop the right way.
Right there.
So I'm sorry, Yelena. I dig you. I cannot wait to see Florence Pugh come through, especially once they get her character on the big screen. But Natasha was that chick.
She was. Keyword, but she dead now.
No.
So far.
That's true. That's true. Until the time shenanigans happen.
So anybody can come back.
Because I think also Kang will lead to time shenanigans. Because I think Kang coming back will fuck up some situations. And that's that's his job.
It's a whole bunch of timey-wimey things coming up. And I think Kang is going to have a lot to do with that. And if things are done the right way, and the X-Men are introduced in one of these phases, if they do it the right way and the writing is sound, they can bring Apocalypse in, and that's a whole other different time stream of timey-wimey shit. When it comes to what the hell was it they called him? I don't know why my mind just flipped to Mortal Kombat, but I just thought like Noob Sabat. That's not. That's Mortal Kombat. That's not
God damn! I know you.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hold on.
You know the one I'm talking about from the freaking end credits of oh damn it!
I forget what his name is. I know you're talking
about. And then into X-Men Apocalypse.
You talking about that gold guy?
Was it Sabanor?
Yeah, in Sabanor.
Something like that.
Y'all just making it sound. Sabanor.
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy.
No, we are not. Damn it. Google
in Sabanor. That's it. Yeah, I got it.
Y'all just making it sound. Okay, I see how you work.
Yeah, that was like his ancient Egyptian name. Yeah. When they showed him building the 3 pyramids of Giza to be his like little spaceports, experiment centers, and whatnot.
That's what they tried to do in that movie, but they fucked it up so bad.
Yeah, they fucked it up so bad.
They fucked it up so bad.
Oscar Isaac played that part.
God damn it.
Moon Knight played that part, and he couldn't do anything with it more than what the writers gave him to do.
Well, they made him look stupid too. That was the other thing.
They made him look like the fucking dude from the Power Rangers.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Jason David Frank, but it's like, geez.
We did that earlier too.
Soon as they dropped the photo of Apocalypse, everybody was like, "Oh, that's Ivan Ooze. He looks like a blue Ivan Ooze." And I'm like,
right? Yes, Ivan Ooze.
That's exactly what he looks like.
He did.
And then a couple years later,
for putting that out before they did the rendering.
Wait a minute, what is this?
The costume guy had
is that really? Is that? Y'all, he do look like Ivan Ooze. What the
hell? I told you.
See, that you missed a lot of X-Men movies. We told you this. You missed a lot of bullshit.
I literally Google like he don't look like. No, he look like that.
Meeks, I'll tell you. Go back and watch just for the fuckery.
It's on Disney Plus now. You ain't got no excuses.
Everything is on Disney Plus now.
I do have excuses. Okay, I got a YouTube channel and I got things to watch.
Watch
that have been requested.
Do a reaction. Do a bad reaction.
Everything is on Disney. It's on Disney.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he looks like Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, you
but
gotta,
like
you gotta do a hate watch. You gotta do a hate watch of Apocalypse.
You know what? Hold
Dark
on.
Phoenix and Wolverine X-Men Origins. And New Mutants. I thought New Mutants was trash. Do that one too.
He's supposed to be silver.
Yeah, New Mutants. Yo,
what is
New
this?
Mutants was
he's like
so
5.
trash.
He's like 5'3" in that movie. It's bad.
New Mutants was such a
fight you.
disservice
5'3" green.
to the. Hold on. What's Brogi? Do you remember what is the name of the actress that played? God damn it! What is his name?
Storm?
No. In the New Mutants,
Oh.
Macy Williams is in there.
Anya Taylor-Joy,
aka Arya Stark. Yeah, yes. Anya Taylor-Joy. She played. Yeah. She is actually Colossus's little sister.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And I think that whole movie was a disservice to the skill of both of those ladies.
Yeah. That movie sucked.
Because their skill on bringing out characters and the inner workings of characters is so much greater than what happened with that damn movie. And you saw how quickly Feige put the chop on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know it.
That shit was never released in theaters. If y'all remember, y'all.
Yeah, it was pandemic.
The date back.
Yeah, it was early pandemic.
Straight to video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I felt really bad for Macy and for Anna because I know they are great actresses and they did good with what was given to them in those roles. If you haven't watched it,
I like Macy.
Watch it just for them.
Macy was fine.
Listen, I attach people to characters, and I don't like Anna Taylor-Joy, whatever the fuck her name is, from Peaky Blinders. Mm-hmm. So fuck that bitch.
What? Okay. I never watched.
Haven't seen it. Heard good things. Haven't seen it.
Oh no, it's real good.
The last thing I saw her in was The Northman with
she was in that.
What's Skarsgård's the oldest son.
Alexander? Is that Alexander?
Is it Alexander?
Yeah, I think it's Alexander.
Or is that their daddy?
I think Alexander's the dad. I knew she was talking about.
No, their dad is Fallon.
True Blood.
Yeah, True Blood. What's so
the
other guy? The other guy. Yeah.
It's Alexander, I think. The dad is Salon Skarsgård, right? I thought the dad was Salon Skarsgård.
Dog, we don't know.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, wait.
I don't even know how to spell their names.
Exactly.
Skarsgård, Skarsgard.
And then the symbol.
There's a symbol over the A.
There's a symbol somewhere at a
symbol in a swivel and a pop, lock, and drop it.
Yeah.
And listen. No, he ain't got no pants in this picture. But he is Alexander. That's how it is.
It's Alexander. Yeah.
All right.
Northman was fire. I found excited.
Yeah, you're right. It was a letdown because the way they did that movie was just bad. And the fact that y'all pulled in 2 good actors like that to be on here, it just was horrible. I think that, I think Macy should be given another chance for an MCU movie. I absolutely want to see Arya Stark in the MCU. And it was so choice that she was playing Wolfsbane. Yeah. Of all the characters she could play, she was playing Wolfsbane.
She's got a Scottish accent.
Little dire wolf puppy, right? With the accent that she could get correctly just by talking in her native tongue.
That's why they casted her. The character's Scottish. She's Scottish, so she's young, better in the movie. Mm-hmm. That's how it is with Fox. They was just base level sort of shit from time to time.
No, she's young and she's skilled. Macy isn't no low level actress.
No, she's not. But they didn't give her much to do in that.
Besides they did. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Watch The Witch. I want to watch that. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch that and Lighthouse. Someone in your comments was saying watch.
I have not watched The Witch.
Yeah, I want to watch that and The Lighthouse.
My problem is I can't separate her from Peaky Blinders. I hate that bitch. Like it's real life.
She's gonna be Peach in the new.
I know. And every time I hear Peach, I'm gonna be like, I hate that bitch.
Wait, hold on. Who's playing Peach?
Anna Taylor-Joy. Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy.
Is it Anya? Her name is Anna today, bitch. Yeah. You don't get a correct name. I don't like it.
Is that the one that Chris Pratt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That one. Yep.
I can't wait to see it. Everybody else except for him, but I can't wait to see it.
It looks beautiful. Every time I see the preview in theaters, it looks amazing. But
listen,
Chris Pratt,
do you yield? And I was like,
okay, maybe that's it. I haven't seen the actual.
Watch the trailer. Everything else is real good.
It's good.
All right.
The animation is on point. Illumination, Nintendo gave them that money, so they're not half-assing it. So
come on.
you know.
Nintendo was like,
what the hell was I looking for? What did I tell y'all I was looking for a couple minutes
I don't know,
ago?
man.
Yeah, we changed subjects like 5
times.
times.
We done hopped around. Yeah.
Listen.
It was in you phase 5. I hope it's good. Meeks, you go. I did what I did.
I have nothing to expect. I don't know the Marvel lore. I get my lore from whatever is handed to me in the shows and whatever I pick up from new rock stars that I think is important. Everything else goes in one ear and out the other. I am looking forward to see the fuckery that Big Daddy Kang is about to have in Quantumania, because I know he is about to. The fact that he was so quiet with Ant-Man and he knew his name, and Ant-Man was like,
I have a question.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have a question. Okay, so it's another random theory I heard. I don't remember where I heard it from. I know it wasn't New Rockstars though. It's just on some one of the random channels I follow.
Gotcha.
And they were saying that this Kang that we're seeing, obviously, I think is not going to be the only Kang that we'll see over this next huge arc of a story.
There's like 2 other.
However, however, though, the theory that I saw posed that this Kang is actually the weakest one.
Oh, if he is,
and while he does have great intelligence compared to the other 2 and the tech that they've acquired and what they can do, he is not on their level.
I can agree with that.
This is going to be their introduction,
and let me tell you,
he's going to be wiped out by the end.
I can agree with that because his ass got trapped. Do you think the original Big Daddy Kang was trapped?
Exactly.
Good point.
Why you been
the Loki one was sitting there chilling. Like, don't listen, bitch. I'm sitting here trying to keep the other ones at bay.
That's a good
My job is to sit here and we must protect this house. If you want to come in here and stab me, you can do whatever you want to do. But just to let you know, what's coming after me is going to be the thing. Because I'm trying to keep that part back.
That part.
So I can see that. Absolutely.
And that's why that theory has stuck with me, because now I'm really looking to see what's going on, because the from what we've seen from the trailer, well, I mean, for me, from how I interpreted what I've seen in the trailer, it's giving me very much Namor and his whole energy with coming out and saying, nah, you gonna do this or that, or I'm gonna kill you and kill all your people. Or like he's coming in.
Yeah, it's extortion. It's an extortion.
Overly heavy to get them scared to do what he wants to do.
But he also probably doesn't care because he knows
there's a reason for that.
Because he knows that there are other versions of him that are here right now that are capable of crossing between dimensions, no problem. So he's like, listen, you can fuck me up all you want to. I want to get out of here, because when I get out of here, the clock starts.
But remember, they're all competing against each other too. That was the whole thing that he said in Loki. It's like we started a war amongst ourselves and it's gotten out of control. So that makes there would be other versions.
So him getting out would be the clock start, because they'd be like, oh shit, So
now that brings up another thing. I was gonna say with the whole Fantastic Four casting thing, because if Meeks, you're probably not aware of it, but Kang is a distant relative of Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four.
I got her hit to that. She knows.
So okay. So a lot of, and I saw this on Twitter too, and someone was like, well, what if just fucking Jonathan Majors just plays Reed Richards? And I was like, I'd be fine with that. Fuck it.
I would be fine with that.
I'd be absolutely fine
because the way I've heard it is Krasinski might not be coming back for the 616.
I don't think he's coming back.
Reed. So if it was Jonathan Majors, then again, it only takes one little small interjection of melanin to stick with you for generations to come. So we gonna see. I mean, and it doesn't have to happen here. It could definitely happen a little bit down the line. So, I mean, it honestly doesn't matter. Like we had a whole talk about genetics and how, kids will pop up and show out, aside from whatever their parents look like. Your kid might come out looking like not either one of y'all. And you don't know that. That's when you got to dive into the family tree and the old pictures and see where this kid is getting where they come from. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's from somebody that was born 2 or 3 different generations ago that they look exactly alike. Yeah. And I know that because it's happened many times in my family.
Absolutely.
So, and genetics are a motherfucker. You cannot always track them as easily as people think you could track them. Not at all.
But they didn't put me in my family tree until I was 18. Because they didn't believe my dad was my dad, even though I look like my dad. I'm just lighter.
I told you before Brogan came in, I told you what the deal was with mom. My dad is very light skinned.
And you've seen my brother.
My mom always has from the first day I remember, I think it was some random conversation we were having, maybe when I was 4 or 5. Until this day, she'll always say that I look like my dad. Everyone else that has ever said anything to me about that situation says I look like my mom. And I actually did a side-by-side picture look of me and my mom side by side and me and my dad side by side. And the shit was uncanny to me because I was like, oh, fuck, okay. I see why mom says that now. But I do also see why everyone thinks so I look like my mom.
I will never.
We have the same complexion, same nose, same shaped ears, same lips. But my dad, like the fucking forehead and the jawline, the chin, that's all him.
I am my father. I don't care. I was pissed at them for
So
not putting me in the fucking
and that's the bulk of it.
Fuck
Yeah,
them.
I think a lot of
I said what I said. I was mad about that.
It was a random drunken stream that I did that comparison on, and everybody in the chat was like, yeah, you definitely look more like your dad than your mom. It's only my complexion that solidifies for folks that think I look like my mom. A lot of times. So again, genetics are a motherfucker, y'all.
I'm a perfect mix. But I look like my dad. But for everything else, I have no other like. I want to see Secret Invasion because I'm curious to see what that is about. Like, what does this Secret Invasion lead
my old
to?
lady pills, y'all.
I am excited for Daredevil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Daredevil. Yeah,
I have hope that they do it right. If they don't do it right, I probably will be watching Punisher. Well, that's a lie. I'll watch Punisher, but I'll be making a face.
You mean the Netflix show or like a Disney Plus Punisher?
Disney Plus Punisher.
They're not doing that. I don't know why people think they go. They're not doing a Disney Plus.
As long as they got my man on standby, and they do.
I can see him in a special, or maybe he'll be like cameos. I don't see him getting his own series. Especially not if you saw the Netflix series, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was pretty hardcore. Although I didn't like the second season, but like it was very hardcore. So that's gonna be a hell of a drop down.
Wait, was it 3 seasons? I can't remember. It blurred into one. Oh, okay, 2 seasons. Okay, so I like the second season better because the second season. The only thing I didn't like about the second season was that damn bitch. Woo! That little girl.
The psychiatrist. Yeah, we're talking about.
The girl that was following him around that he was supposed to be protecting. If that was, I think that was
second season. That's the chick. Ain't that the chick that he found like at the bar?
He protected her and he accidentally ran into it. Hold on, let me look. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check.
I feel like I remember him being at a bar and
he
started talking up this girl.
No, it was a young girl. It was a young girl. Yeah, it was
he ended like the sheriffs had ended up snatching him and the girl,
and he ran into
jail, but he was trying to talk to them.
She had information about this mob type shit, and they sent the dude who was like the Amish man after her. It was that. Right. I couldn't stand her ass because she kept doing stupid shit to put Frank in trouble. It seemed like you blocked her ass out. Right. You were like, I blocked her ass all the way out.
Yeah, I forgot about her. Jesus,
he was the catalyst for everything Frank was going through in the second season because he accidentally ran into her and he felt like he had to protect her.
Because as violent and ridiculous as Frank is a good dude.
Oh yeah,
he saw somebody in trouble that asked him for help and he jumped in full on, and that's what the problem was. This is a person that's a good person to their own detriment.
Yes.
He should have pulled away and seen this shit coming, but nah, he's like, this person needs me. I gotta fall through for him.
Child, like,
so especially after everything he went through in season 1. Yeah, he's very cut and dry.
If you ask this man for help
or white, about
prepared to have that other person in the ground.
No gray.
He's going to make sure they're never going to get up ever again. They're going to be dead.
And if there's someone that's going to take their place, he gonna take care of their ass too.
He don't have time. He's busy.
He will make sure to just go ahead and go through the whole bloodline or the whole hierarchy of authority. It don't matter.
Very thorough.
Until he's sure that you're okay.
He's sure that these people are gonna sit down and shut up and leave him fuck alone.
Right. Yeah. And then he's gonna disappear back into the shadows.
So that was the only thing I didn't like about that season was that chick, because she kept doing dumb stuff to put Frank in the middle of stuff that he didn't need to be in, because she didn't listen to how serious her situation was, because she thought it wasn't serious.
Damn, I don't remember that. I remember everything else I remember, but I don't remember her.
Yeah,
it's
so
the caucasity at work.
Come on, it is. It was. Right. It was real. So I want to say that I would like to see the Punisher, but that would depend on what they do to Daredevil, if they can get Daredevil right. Because if Daredevil ain't got no neck snapping, backs breaking, blood, teeth missing, eyeballs coming out of the socket, I don't.
And also, let me add one caveat to that, because they, Netflix low key made Daredevil like the boss of all bosses when it came to getting the ladies out here. Okay. My boy, look, had he been given the chance, he probably would have snatched Colleen's ass up too. All right, see,
from Iron Fist, from that Iron Fist, he definitely would have stolen.
This is another thing. That pisses me off. Is another thing that pisses me off, and why I think Loras Tyrell need to have kept his ass at the reach.
Game of Thrones.
In the comics. In the comics, y'all, listen, because I don't think some of y'all knew this.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know. They don't know. I know what you're about to say.
Misty Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Misty Knight's fine, sexy, curvaceous ass
decided to bestow thine cheeks
is married to
Danny.
that motherfucker.
To Danny.
He is married to Danny Rand with kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they gave us the fucking Loras Tyrell like this was just some regular old chick.
Yeah. He doesn't have enough hands to handle that. I don't understand the question.
Yeah. When
I didn't know where their relationship was supposed to go, I might not have been upset once I saw his performance.
Yeah.
But given his performance,
it wouldn't have worked.
Nah.
It wouldn't work.
You don't get that. You don't get that sexy drop of chocolate at all. No. You don't deserve that, bruh.
And that's why I like that they went more with her and Luke, and then like I like that they went that direction, because and Danny with Colleen, because they had good chemistry, him and Colleen.
They had good chemistry, and I'm very glad that it never turned any type of romantic with Colleen.
It was getting there.
Danny.
If they were in season 3, it was going to get there.
No, it did have the potential to, but it didn't go all the way, and I'm glad for that. And I'm really hoping that once Disney, puts out that first season, that they don't do that. That they make sure to take the proper steps between Danny cast the right way, not Loras Tyrell, to Misty Knight, but absolutely bring that actress back as Misty Knight, because she's sexy and she handled that shit.
I hope they can bring her back, because she was dope.
She was.
As far from what I've heard, they're excuse me. All of the major characters, I think outside of the Night Nurse, are already set to come back. So that's Jessica. Except Luke, because I think he has other obligations, and the offer has not been made to him just yet. But Kristen Ritter, the homegirl, I think it's just Jessica Henwick that played Colleen, and Matt. We already know him. We've already seen him back in She-Hulk. They're all set to come back. The only one I'm waiting on really is Rosario Dawson, and I really hope she comes back as the Night Nurse.
They got to pay her.
Spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, she's already Ahsoka, so she's gonna be hella busy. So
she's gonna
be hella busy, but I think she could absolutely squeeze in another Disney Plus.
It depends if they pay her what she's asking at this point. Like that's the point.
It's Disney. I think they're going to do that simply on the pure wavelength of fan service. Honestly,
she'll probably be more of a cameo. I'll see it.
I mean, but that's okay. That's all her character really was outside of Daredevil anyway.
That's true.
If you look at all of the Defenders series, she was the linchpin between each one, but she was more prominent in Daredevil than all of the other ones. So so I'm here for it.
Yeah, but that's all I got. I don't have nothing else. I don't know nothing about what's coming on. I'm curious about Agatha and the Coven of Chaos, because I like Agatha. She was real fun in WandaVision.
Yeah.
Other than that, Blade. We don't know what's going on with Blade, because the Blade
fucking that up.
So we gotta wait on that. And
Blade is another reason why I don't think I'm getting worried about Daredevil, because it's like, wait, so y'all go fuck up Moon Knight and you can't get nothing right with Blade? Like, come on, man, what are we doing? Blade should be hella simple,
easy.
And
Wesley Snipes did it, no problem.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He's fucking it up. So,
but it was also real juicy.
Yeah,
it's real juicy.
That needs to be rated R. So
rated R.
Yeah, so if they go give us a PG-13 vampire movie,
I'm not watching that. Yeah, I'll watch Vampire in Brooklyn.
Hella pass. Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that's about it for me. I got nothing else.
All right. Hold on. I am trying to find my homeboy that did a remix for the Agatha. It was Agatha All Along song.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
And I wanna, I kind of want to end on that. Yeah, because he added a little bit to the track.
And I like the actress. She's always
good.
Catherine Hahn. If y'all didn't know, that was Catherine Hahn actually singing that song. Catherine Hahn, she got pipes. She got them pipes. Yeah, so she handled that. And if you were curious who I'm talking about, Leland Philpott is the homie that I'm talking about. He did the track remix of that song, and
it was a trap remix. Okay, yes. I probably have heard this and don't remember, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard it.
You probably have, because it was hella big. Like, he's done a lot of different remixes, but this was one of his most prominent ones once he dropped it. And it was pretty freaking cool, if I do say so myself. I mean, he is absolutely all on the Twitter roast streets, so go check the homie out, please, and thank you. And tell him AK sent you. And she still thinks that he's an awesome dude. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can get this in here, and let me pull off my turn off the headphone devices. Okay, so that's a good decent amount of that bottle you done got in there, my lady.
Right. Ma'am, I'm looking at the alcohol content because it feels like I'm drinking milk.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Just the whole stream? Was that none of the whole stream, or just part of that?
Oh no!
That was literally delivered when we started.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This is 13.5 alcohol by volume, and I just feel like
try standing up. Maybe that'll kick it. That might kick it off.
Wait, I'm not saying jump around.
I can't jump around. I got one foot. You know I got one foot.
Walk over to the stairs and then walk back.
I'm like, I don't feel
nothing. Okay, all right. That usually might do it. You get up a little too fast, then you're like, oh, there it is.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, well, shit.
I'm looking at the rest of these alcohol contents. Like, what is this? Hold on. This is 13.5. This is 14.8. I should have cracked this one open.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy.
Listen, I'm sad. I'm sitting here like, am I nothing? All I gotta do is pee. I'm like,
No. Yeah.
But also, it's not my regular wine, so this is an emergency ration. So.
Action.
Yep, I remember this.
So we're gonna go ahead and end on this. Y'all hear my mic okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure the switch up went accurate. And here we go.
I'm done, man. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go get me some coffee. Already there. This is a Trapaholics mixtape. Dang, son, watch your name.
Fire.
Exactly.
Got killed for you too.
Listen.
All right, and for anyone who find the song on their own, there is the link for the homie Leland. Go over there, give him a like, shout it out in the comments. Yeah, I very much enjoy it. And he's done several since that, so definitely check out all of his content.
Nice.
Right,
that was good.
First came out, I heard it, and I called, and I hit him.
Yeah, that song was everywhere.
Yes.
After that episode, that song was everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everywhere.
Because it was a good song. And again, let me remind y'all, Catherine Hahn did all those vocals.
I didn't know that. That part I didn't know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's not the first time that she sung on any soundtrack in a movie. She has skill. Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. So on that note, y'all, we're gonna get out of here. Brogi, I'm glad you can make it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we will try to schedule a little bit further in advance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're fine.
Let you down. Trying to get you and Kritical, Ian, and
Alex.
Alex and Cam onto a stream.
Oh yeah.
If I can pin Reggie down, Reggie's been a lot.
Yeah.
He ain't been on YouTube in these streets like he used to be. So we got to try to schedule something for him to come and chat about. Maybe a whole roundup of House of the Dragon, or just another big show that all of us have followed.
Yeah.
That we can get some good combo on. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And again, your first time here on the channel, so I'm glad you were able to make it for show.
Absolutely,
Go check my homie Brogi out. I'll link already in the description. If you have not checked out Meeks, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
I don't know either.
Absolutely go and check the homie out. No, she does all the things, all of the shows from overseas that I've been telling y'all to get a damn VPN for. If you have a VPN, you can definitely go on Netflix and Amazon Prime and Disney Plus and all the other ones and get a whole bunch of different content that you are not getting if you're only looking at the US servers.
Yep.
And I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by any VPN making company. I'm just telling y'all this is a thing that you should definitely do because you're missing out on a lot of good content. Like Meeks can tell you, the K-dramas on Netflix.
Fire.
Okay? Fire. There's a whole bunch of other different shows that I found from Tokyo, from different places in China. There's another one that I found. It was of I don't think it's filmed in Mexico, but it's of Latino descent. It was about like a demon hunter.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it right now, but look, just trust me. AK don't ever give y'all bad advice on things to watch. You know that. So go get a VPN and check out the other shit that you're missing out on, because you're missing out on some good TV and some good movies that we can't get here. So all right, Brogi, you got anything coming up for the folks to go check out?
I'm gonna be a little bit, because of my job around the holidays, I'm gonna be a little bit busy. So I keep thinking I might want to do something on Avatar: The Way of Water, but I don't know.
I do want to see that.
I'm not hyped for it.
Meeks, we gotta link up for that one.
Listen,
I definitely want to do it.
I have to rewatch the first one. I literally watched the first one once, and that was it.
That's all I needed.
In the year of our Lord 2000 what 5, 6, something.
That was way back. Yeah, way back.
9 or 10 when it came out.
Listen, that's I watched it once and was like, this is just like the Native Americans. I don't want to fuck
this.
Pretty much, it was an old story just told a new way, and not even just Native Americans.
So if you give us
an old story about minorities that had
colonization
by the white guy.
Yeah, I'm black. I know this. You didn't need to spend all this money to make them blue. I know the story. I know the story.
But the visuals
they were really good.
They were really good.
So I'd have to refresh myself on that. But at first I thought you was talking about Avatar, the Airbender, because I also haven't seen that.
Oh,
that's on my list.
I know this. Hold on. The original, the M. Night Shyamalan?
No.
The anime.
The cartoon.
Okay.
We're gonna call it anime because it's literally a Western anime. I have not seen it.
No, it is.
Oh wow!
It's on Netflix. Watch it. Or Paramount Plus.
That's a good series.
It's on my list. It's on my list.
Tell me when you get to that part of the list. We can definitely discuss that.
Listen.
Yeah. That wasn't the show I grew up on either, but like once I finally watched it, I was like, hey, this is really fucking good.
It is.
I know. It's been unanimously fucking good.
Yeah.
We still have to talk about Grimm. I'm on season 3.
We do. Shit. Wait, season 3?
Season 3.
Okay. I can't promise I'll do anything between
of course, because your surgery is now
holidays and my surgery. But come January, we in this.
Yeah.
So you're probably gonna be on season 4 by then, but we can easily track that up with discussions.
Yeah.
Facts. So look out for that, y'all. That's your homework. Chat room. Grimm. It is on. I believe it's on Netflix, but even more so, it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Is that on Peacock?
Go to Amazon Prime.
I don't have Peacock, but I do know that it's on Amazon Prime.
You can watch it for free. Well, I mean, not technically.
You know what I mean?
But it's
without paying extra
than
what you already paid.
Yeah.
Prime got all the shows you got to pay for. Yeah.
It's such a good show. Like, if any of y'all liked Once Upon a Time, when it was out, particularly seasons 1 to 3 of
before it
Once Upon a Time, before it went left and ridiculous and redundant, you will love Grimm. Grimm is the most true telling of the original fairy tales that we got Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Little Red Riding Hood from, as I've ever seen in any book, TV, or movie.
And it has the best group of friends ever.
Yes.
Yeah, that support cast was
gang.
For real. Gang.
When they actually came together and were all on the same page, you couldn't fuck with them, son.
So
I don't think I saw the final season.
I'm going all the way.
Yeah.
I'm going
okay,
from
look.
Last thing I remember was the zombies. I don't know if you got that far, but
that's season 2. Yep. That's in the season 2.
Yeah,
beginning of season 2.
That's pretty early on. Okay, so
the
Meeks
zombies
is
is
getting
2?
ready to be.
Yep.
Yeah, that was early.
Yep.
Okay,
so Meeks is getting ready to be in season 3, or you're in.
Oh no, I'm in season 3. I'm like season 3, episode 10.
Okay, so you about to be in season 4 then. All right. I will definitely, while I'm in my recovery time, I will definitely be doing a rewatch of all that, a binge. Brogi, if you want to catch up, hit me up.
I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time to catch up on.
No,
I ain't got the time.
You can legit watch this on like 2 speed or 1.5 speed and get through it.
Especially the first season. First season, you don't even have to.
The first season is world building.
Yeah, no, I remember the first. Yeah, I remember the first season and all that. Yeah, I remember all of that.
Yeah, I think their first monster. Yeah, their first monster that they dealt with in season 1 was actually Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf.
Yep.
Yeah,
which I thought was so interesting. It's great, but yeah, definitely. Sidebar. So we'll definitely work some discussions. I might do some watch-alongs for that because Grimm really was a great show. It was one of my favorites to come from that era.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
what else y'all got coming up?
What else you got coming up? Nothing.
Brogi, you got anything?
Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna try to work on a video talking about the Marvel special presentations. You know how they did Werewolf by Night. I want to do some potential ones they could do. I'm gonna start working on that, but that's about. Like I said, I'm gonna be kind of busy. So and
it also is the holidays. So
and the holidays. I might do a Wednesday review because I'm looking forward to that Wednesday.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna watch that.
Netflix. That's about Wednesday Addams, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I might try to do something for that too because I'm
looking forward to that too.
As much as I'm, worried about Tim Burton being involved, he's just producing. He's not directing that much.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's just producing. So we might be okay. We might be okay.
Didn't he do Addams Family too?
No, that was someone else. Steven Soderbergh.
How was he involved with Addams Family? Was it part 1 that he did?
He didn't do any of them.
Or they were just in talks with him at one point.
He might have been in talks, but he never touched it. He did Dark Shadows. He did Dark Shadows.
Yeah, I know he did Dark Shadows. Yeah. Okay, I think that was one thing I heard was that he was in line to do Addams Family, but they didn't want to do his weirdness, so he bailed on it, and they had to bring in somebody.
They made the right decision.
They made the right decision. Yeah, he got issues.
A little bit, a smidgen, if you will.
Yeah. I mean, look, Look, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Okay,
Come on.
That's one of my favorite.
I like that. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna cut that. Loved it. Meat pies. Meat pies for
y'all. Look, if y'all ever want to get into a discussion about these musicals out here, I'm a huge thespian. I love the theater.
Me too.
We can go in on the plays. We can go in. Dark Shadows was trash. No, Ron, you take that back. It was campy. It wasn't trash.
I have not heard good things. So.
Oh yeah.
Talking about the Tim Burton. I think you're talking about the Tim Burton.
I mean, okay. Yeah. I guess for the caliber,
I never watched the original
actors that were in there. Maybe I'll say it was trash, but it was meant to be campy. It was never meant to take itself completely seriously.
I mean, that's what people said about what's his name, Rob Zombie and Monsters, but that was fucking terrible.
I didn't watch that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I heard
I'm okay
all bad things about it.
I'm good.
Yeah, I got like 45. Because I was going to review it so I could shit on it, and I got like 45 minutes into it. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not enjoying myself.
Yeah,
not you reevaluating your life.
Yeah, I had to reevaluate my life.
There's better content you complain about.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you. I don't need to watch this. It was like, I'm not getting anything from. I'm not even getting like upset, like fun mad. It's like I'm not getting anything. That's why I'm not watching this. So I just cut it off.
Well, avoiding that even more than I already was.
Yeah.
I got things going on. Like I said, I'm still watching Grimm. I had to pull Mr. Queen from YouTube, copyright strikes and such.
Yeah, I saw that. What is Mr. Queen?
Mr. Queen is a K-drama. It is about a cook in the modern age. We're gonna say, I don't know what year that came out, but whatever year it came out, got transported back into time in the body of a queen. And so he is a he inside, but she outside, and he has to act accordingly. It's a lot of fun, but I had to pull that bitch because of copyright strikes. So that'll be on Patreon only. So now I got to figure out a new K-drama to bring to YouTube. But I'm also in the anime season, so I'm watching Blue Lock. I am watching My Hero. I am watching Spy Family, Bleach, Chainsaw Man, which are all really good.
Yeah,
enjoying every single one of those. What else am I doing? I'm finishing up. Listen, I'm still finishing up Umbrella Academy. I got one more episode and we'll be done. All right.
For season 3?
For season 3.
Let me know when you finish it. We can
no. I've already watched them all. I'm just talking about putting them up on YouTube. I've been watched them. So I finished that.
We'll work that out then.
What else am I doing? I am getting ready to start editing The Sandman because I am almost finished with that series. I have 2 more episodes left.
I gotta catch up on that.
I enjoy it. Good.
Shout out to
I like it a lot.
Neil Gaiman has an infinity level, invited to the cookout.
Yeah, I love him.
Seriously, him and Rick Riordan are my 2 favorite Caucasian authors. And I know that may seem strange, but if you look at the bibliography of Rick Riordan, I think you'll see what I mean automatically, and even more so if you need me to drive it home. In the series that is coming up for Percy Jackson, he is very much involved in that, even down to the casting.
Okay.
And just like Hermione in the play for the Cursed Prince or some shit.
Child.
The Cursed Child. Everyone made a big deal about Hermione being played by a young black lady.
Because how dare you?
In Percy Jackson, Annabeth is going to be played by a young black actress. And
keep your colors out of my fantasy.
Right. There was such an uproar, and Rick Riordan came on the set like,
shut up.
Fuck y'all.
With it. Yeah,
this is the decision. I fully back this, and this is what is happening. If you don't like it, fuck off.
I said what I said.
We're gonna do what we do. Yeah. I said what I said. And if you look at Rick Riordan's, again, his bibliography, first of all, the reason he started this whole Percy Jackson series is because his son was diagnosed with ADHD. And his son was very worried about how he would be perceived by his peers for having this disease. And if you have any form of ADD or ADHD, sometimes in social settings it does make you look very, quote unquote off. Mm-hmm. And his son was very hyper aware of that. So he started this book series to show that kids with ADHD or with ADD can still be spectacular in what they do. And that was one of Percy's main things. He couldn't concentrate correctly in school because he had ADHD. But it wasn't just the ADHD, it's because he's also a demigod that is not living up to his full potential. So him having ADHD is how it manifested in our real world time. So so he was not full of bullshit. And we went from the Greek gods with Percy, and then we went to the Roman gods, and then we went to the pantheons of Egypt, of like Muslims and all other different people of color, and he's woven the mythologies very intricately and very well into all these different, into this one cohesive universe of the Riordan verse of mythology, and it's spectacular. It's a young adult series, but if you have heard anything, or if you even saw the movies and you found those lacking, I encourage all of y'all to go read the books.
Right.
Because they are really good. They're action packed and they're very heartfelt and what's the word I'm looking for? Very wholesome. Okay. And wholesome and factful. Like Rick Riordan, I love mythology, and he's one of the more prominent authors that have weaved mythology properly and correctly into their storylines. So please go check that out, and look out for news on the Percy Jackson series. It is coming up. I believe it's for Amazon Prime. I could be misremembering that though.
No, it's Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Is it Disney Plus? Even better. Even better. That means there's more money for the production.
Yeah, it's exactly what it means.
So yeah, absolutely go and check those books out, y'all, before the show starts, because then you'll be able to do a really fair comparison, and you're going to see how much better this show is going to be than the movies compared to the books.
And I just remembered that I'm still finishing The Lord of the Rings. Don't judge me.
Oh, Rings of Power? You don't have to rush that. You don't have to rush.
No, I like it. I'm one of the people who actually likes it.
I like it too. I just have not had time to go back.
How far did you get?
Did I finish? Let me look real quick. I can't remember because I watch all the things. Let me check.
So you got to the high point then.
Oh no! I got to the end. Exactly. Oh shit! I just remembered. I got to the fucking end.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I had to remember. I was like, no, I started watching. No. I got to the end.
You forgot.
Brogi.
I got to the end.
Let me explain real quick. Meeks literally watches all of the things.
Yeah. I do. I have a lot of things.
If you pull out a random show, it's almost guaranteed that Meeks has a reaction on her channel for it.
Yes. So I have it. I have to edit episodes 6, 7, and 8 because I forgot. I was like, I have to do something with it. I don't have to watch it. I have to edit. I did finish it. And I'm just like, I knew it. And I knew it, but I knew it. So I have that to finish up for my channel to put on there. I'm also getting ready to start. I just watched the first episode of 1899.
I gotta check that out. Someone else was telling me about, we talked about that before we came on.
Yes.
Someone else was telling me about 1899 before.
If you were a fan of Archive 81 before they unduly canceled that bitch because they're rude, you would like 1898. Or 1899. You were like 1899.
Would you say Archive 91?
Archive 81. Oh God, it was so good. It was so
I'm hearing about it. Yeah, I never watched it.
And then they canceled it on a cliffhanger ending. How dare they?
Classic Nick.
That's low key. That's low key.
But please give me season 22 of Love Is Blind or whatever the fuck the lady.
That's what motherfuckers is watching. So.
Child, I can't.
That's low key what they were trying to make. Oh,
yuck.
Nah,
and I have a shit ton of other shows that I'm getting ready to start. I got to do Lock and Key season 3. The final season.
I was just about to ask that if you watched.
I fell off of that at the first season. I didn't even
listen. I call it white kids who don't listen. Listen, it's white kids who don't listen for me.
Maybe I did finish the first season. Yeah, I did finish. I just didn't get back into it.
I stopped after like midway through season 2, but that's only just because that's when I started having a lot of the heavier health problems.
Right.
I finished both of them.
Dedicate my time to other stuff.
Season 1 was a chore because I just kept saying, why don't these white kids talk to each other and listen?
There were so many questions.
There were so many. Like, what are y'all doing? Why is this written so badly?
Oh God, the keys are so important. Keys are so important. Keys are so important. Why does everybody have the keys? Why are the keys leaving the house? It's called lock and key. Why don't the locks have the keys?
Tape around your damn thigh. Under your long johns,
keep them in the house.
Keep them in the house.
So
no, don't keep them in the house. The house can be broken into. You keep them on you.
Listen, No, they can't keep them on them because they use them like idiots. But either way,
yeah, they do.
I have to do Lock and Key season 3. I have a bunch of K-dramas I want to get to, but I think that's why I need my whiteboard. I just ordered it. I hope it came today. I need my whiteboard so I can write it down so I can see it. Because I'll sit here and be like,
y'all know that picture, that meme about, you know, this, when you're trying to tell your friends about the nerd show that they're trying to get into, that you
and you got the strings on the whiteboard,
and he's got all that shit up, and he's just looking with a marker like, okay, so this is about to happen here, and this is how these two characters are connected here. That's Meeks. She literally be having that shit up in her background.
So those are the things that are coming on my channel, and those are the things that are on my channel right now. Mostly right now is anime because it's weekly. And I still have to catch up on the shit, but I have a lot of things coming, and I'm getting ready to revamp my Patreon to cut out a tier because I ain't got time to do this work.
Gotcha.
So that's all. I'm done.
Yeah, I promise. I keep thinking about making a Patreon. There's a few of my inner folk circle on YouTube that keep telling me to like put up some just like random fan fiction postings up there, or like my tinfoil theories or something. Yes. Okay, see, I don't think anybody gonna be really interested in that. It literally could just be like you and 2 other people.
That's fine. You should. See, look, circle post. You should.
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself.
Okay, see, that's because me and Ron went to high school together. Okay, he's a friend.
Doesn't care.
I mean,
friends believe in you.
Yeah, that's what Patreon is for.
True enough.
Hardcore, diehard.
We'll see where it goes.
So. Yeah.
We'll see.
So you can put your watch-alongs on there. Like you can like save them, put them on there. So people who want to have them, in case you can't put them here. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, actually, honestly, I do know that's one thing. When you put stuff on Patreon, they don't make you like cut out all the bullshit, and you don't get dings for music that you can't control blowing in the back, playing in the background.
Yep. Yeah. So but do that.
So
that's all I have. I'm done.
And so the last thing that I have coming up, and the last official thing, I guess, is a trivia. It's not going to be next weekend because next weekend, this coming weekend is Thanksgiving, but the weekend after that, we should be having a Citadel of Trivia set. I believe it's a random set. I don't know. We'll see on how that's going, but it's sports and games. So if you have sports and games knowledge, and if you've never been to trivia on Citadel Trivia, let me explain. When we say we pick a broad category for us to make questions on, and all of us usually have 5 questions that we put in the category. Whatever category we make up has to coincide with the main theme. That's it. So it's fun and games. So I think one of the categories I'm going to do is like space age games. And that's going to be stuff that we see played on like Star Trek or on The Expanse or other shows that are space age.
Great shows.
Like the 3D chess from the Star Trek.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We can make up questions about that. I like to do a round of questions that have to do with the multiverse. And usually in the multiverse, I'll do something like, let's say Percy Jackson, since we were talking about that. I think my clue, it was a bad movie descriptions within the multiverse. I think it was Lord Stark has his lightning bolt stolen, and instead of actually going to look for it, he blames one of his nephews. And if you catch the reference, Sean Bean, who played Lord Stark in Game of Thrones, also played Zeus in Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. Okay.
Yeah. I see. Multiverse.
That's kind of funny.
So we just random things like that. It really is. We pick a broad category. It's left for us to be how clever we are on the questions, and that's what we do. And our next set will be. Let's see. It will be December 2nd, I believe, at 8 p.m. on the Citadel of Trivia channel. That link is in my description. Let's see. Yeah, Circle Brothers is saying after dark stuff. Yes, it has been a minute It has been a long, hot minute since I've done a ginger beer stream. Which, if you've been following me for a little bit, you know what the ginger beer streams entail. They stem from the ginger ale streams that Manaro used to do, which stemmed from the drunken buggery streams that Sphinx used to do in our Game of Thrones circle. So come back for that. I will probably do 1, maybe 2 of those for my birthday. Because y'all know my birthday coincides around Christmas. So
okay.
I'm Christmas 25th, obviously, and I'm on the 22nd. So we might do celebration stream for that. And if not, then I will definitely do my custom as of the last 3-4 years, I think. I've done New Year's streams. So we usually get on, we drink, we get drunk, we talk shit about random nonsense, and we count down until the ball drops for all of the U.S. time zones. So we go straight from the East Coast over to the West Coast. And we always have fun doing it. It's always a good time. So we're probably going to try to make sure that happens again to keep it the tradition. And just for the lulz, because I think life, especially in America right now, is kind of ridiculous and even more harder on us melanated folks. So I like to try to interject some happy every now and then when I can.
Positivity, I feel you.
Yes. So those are the things that I very possibly have coming up. And yes, Ron, you absolutely need to go back and watch
the
Dance.
Absolutely.
Because first of all,
it's amazing.
The first name I'm gonna give you that you need to look out for if you didn't know it already is Naomi motherfucking Nagata.
Yeah, that's not the first name for me.
Girl.
The first name for me is Famous Amos. Famous Amos.
Hey.
Up here baking them cookies.
You know why that track though. You know why that track though, okay?
The man said what he said.
No, the man said what he said, and again,
nothing more, nothing less.
I'm not ever trying to spread the cheeks for this dude. However, I can very much look at the world in an artistic view. And Amos was giving my sister Meeks, my sister Sam, shout out Sam R09, all of the chiseled chesticles and the abs.
That's why I call him Famous Amos.
And the well-muscled arms.
That was my favorite.
And everything that he needed to give to intrigue the ladies. And I'm so glad that y'all got to have that. I really am.
You know how I say, I love the person who said what they said.
Yes. Yo,
I set up what I set up. I set up
Remember the cans.
Remember the cans.
Yes.
I set up what I set up. It's my man.
Absolutely. The Expanse is one of the best sci-fi shows, man. It really is, because it takes our real world science and applies it to a futuristic level.
And honestly, there wasn't a bad character. Good. There wasn't a horrible wisest character in here. I can't think of one character.
Any character. Whether a hero or a villain, whether an anti-hero or just some mediocre random person, everyone had their role to fill,
and they did it very well.
Especially, shout out to my lady Sharia, who played what's her name? Damn it, I just lost it.
Avasarala.
Oh, okay.
I know her name. That's my girl. Yes. That's my biatch.
First of all, not only were the threads
Chrissy
spreading, to put it in context, if you haven't seen this show,
do it.
Every time you saw her come on screen,
it's like, damn.
She was motherfucking House Valerian coming in.
Listen, that's what I said. I was like, damn, her outfit.
All by herself.
Yeah, she was
fucking House Valerian walking in that popping.
She was always dressed.
Like what, bitch?
Always.
Oh, that fucking Riding Hood look that she had when she went to go see Homeboy's mom.
Always.
Always. Look,
dressed down to the nines.
The very embodiment of a boss bitch.
Yeah.
Right there. Avasarala did not give a fuck.
Even in her moon boots. Ready.
Right. If you were fucking with her or you were fucking with her people, if you pose any type of imminent distress to Earth, you got to go. And she was going to make that shit happen.
We busy.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Right. I got other shit to do. Let's go ahead and just mark that off the card. Whoop! Oh, there goes that bomb. Oh,
exactly.
damn.
We busy.
Now, whoops. As fucked up as that sound, that's just what she wants.
Yeah, she was hardcore. I love that show.
And I respect the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
So there may very well be some expanse discussions, and I'm definitely going to try to pull my brother JD on that, because we did try to do like a full breakdown live reaction with me and him starting from season 1, but that's a lot of times where the health issues started coming in for me, and I'm just not able to stay up as late as I used to be. And he has kids. So he doesn't like streaming during the day when his daughter or his nieces are up, and I totally respect that. That's fair. So sometimes you just got to keep an eye on the kids. So that's what that was. That's why those haven't ever actually been put out. But I'm very sure he would be down for coming on for a stream to chat about it, so we can work that out. Ron, that's the only thing you remember from the show, really? I think you need to go. Okay,
it's been a while. Yeah, you got to rewatch it.
I'm gonna put. Once me and Meeks really get it worked out, I'm gonna put the schedule out, and then y'all will definitely have time to go back and watch, and make it happen, so you can understand what we're actually talking about.
Yes. I wish Jeff would have fucking bought it back, but they ended it.
I think they're going to be waiting because technically the books have a time jump.
Well, the books have a time jump, and I do believe we're already slated, like it's already set in place that we're going to get 2 or 3 straight-to-video movies for Amazon Prime, and they're gonna wrap up the whole book. Yeah.
Because where they left off was not.
That's what I say. Yeah. The way they left the last season off was like, all right, y'all did all of this, and we're just not going to talk about it. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
if everything that I read was correct, once I saw those rumors start spreading, then there's definitely going to be some straight-to-video movies we're going to get, and they're going to be great and finish up the series for the show aspect of it. But the authors are probably going to keep writing the book. And again, kudos to those authors, because sometimes when you try to take a show into from a book, not everything translates, but they were smart enough to make sure that the writers of those books stayed on for the whole series of the show. That's why everything was so spectacular, and I love that.
It's really good.
Right. So besides those, I do not have anything else coming up, y'all. Fingers crossed. I got that surgery coming up.
Yep.
I don't know. We will absolutely see how it goes. I'll keep folks posted, and we're gonna make it do what it do from there. So that has been our discussion and our thoughts on Wakanda Forever. And I appreciate everybody coming out. Right. I mean, sure enough. Actually, so one last thing. Where would you vote it on from a scale of 1 to 10 Black Panther claws?
Like I said on my stream, I give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is my ranking.
I give it 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said 8 out of 9.
I would go with an 8.5.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, 8.5.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with an 8.5 because while I did enjoy it, there are some things I did not agree with, and I am reserving more points for the next film in the series. Well, to be specific, the next Black Panther film.
Yeah. Not the next.
I think they can do better.
Yeah.
Oh, really, Cameron? Okay, cool. Fine. Put yours in the bucket. Wait. But
thank you, Ron. I appreciate that.
Yes.
All right. So we're definitely gonna go ahead and get out of here, folks.
Remember what you said when we started? An hour and a half, huh?
Look, I told you I didn't believe what I was saying, okay?
That's what I made the face. I wish we could have kept it in there.
I was trying to speak it into the ether so it would happen, and I wasn't just taking up everybody's time.
7.57.
Yeah, see, and I agree with that also, even though I gave it an 8.5, I totally agree with that because it leaves room to grow. Yeah, and I think, from what we've seen from the MCU, they absolutely always have the potential to grow and do that.
I mean, it's no
like from the fault, Thor Ragnarok, and technically the one after it, but Thor Ragnarok especially, they read the notes. You know, they understood the assignment.
I enjoyed it, but as it
Fandom was not on that.
The one after it was.
Yeah.
I can't.
They saw the fandom was not on the bullshit, and they gave us Ragnarok, and it was awesome.
So I'm okay with that.
That was a moment.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's it. But yes, thank you again for coming through, Brogi. I'm really glad you can make it. Meeks,
you know I'm
you're
here.
the homie. Always. We gotta actually link up. You know what? Here's the funny thing about me and Meeks. First of all, I've been streaming for a number of years with folks like CostumeCo, Bex from Shattercop Bex from the Creatives Guild, 1001, Tanya and Nikki, Salsa K. Y'all be seeing her in the chats. I actually got to meet a few of them last weekend for the first time.
I saw the photos. Yeah. Oh, so that was your first time meeting them. Okay.
And nice. it was so much fun. Yeah, Salsa K, Nikki and Tanya from 1001, they had a live trivia set going on, and that's one of their main things that they do on their channel is trivia, and I loved it. And it happened to coincide with the date that I was going to be in New York anyway. So that's nice. Absolutely made it a point to go, and we got to hang out, have some drinks, had some good laughs, did some great trivia. Of course, me and Sasa knocked it out the fucking park. We got the #1 prizes for the trivia. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what my prize was. Hold on.
It don't sound
what
fair.
She's neglecting to tell you is that we live in the same city.
Gotcha.
I was getting there, ma'am.
Like 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, maybe a good 10, 15 minutes from each other.
Wow,
Had you allowed me to come back?
I'm just saying, we were this close.
I got this gift box, I would have disclosed that with your impatient ass.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna drink my Pepsi that's open and I need to drink it.
But yes. Me and Meeks are absolutely in the same town. And we're not that far away from each other. And for real though, Meeks, what you not telling them is we were supposed to meet up for the Black Panther viewing, but I ended up having to be in New York. So that didn't work out. So hold on, let me drag this the virtuals so I can make sure we are at that everyone can see what I'm doing here. But this was first place prize from my trivia. An awesome Christmas ornament.
That is nice.
Game of Thrones.
I'll hang that in my car.
Yes, if I had a car, I would, but I don't. So I'm just gonna put like a little nail in the wall somewhere and hang it on that.
Yep.
Probably in my kitchen because it's awesome.
It's really
so
nice.
Again,
I like that.
Thank you and shout out to 1001. I had a blast. I'm really glad we got to meet. Hope you guys had a great time also.
Cool.
Actually, Tanya was supposed to be here tonight, but she got a little bit sickly. So again, y'all send up some prayers to the old gods and the new that she recovers quickly.
We'll do.
All right, so we are here. Yep, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go out and let me have everybody put the X up.
Absolutely, that's my camera. Okay.
So you can absolutely. Oh wait, hold on. What the hell is going on here?
Your background said black for Black Panther.
Right, I know. Like what? See, no, that's not what was supposed to happen.
That's what was supposed to happen. That's what's happened. It just told you what it was.
Not. Look here. See? Look her.
Look.
There it is.
Thank you. Jeez. That's where it was before. All right. So, again, thank you everyone for coming out. Appreciate y'all.
Love it. Put you with the X.
Always put the X over the tress.
Yes.
Absolutely. With the claws. Absolutely.
I'm going to give this one too.
Oh yeah,
right, absolutely. Let's pay respect.
That one
sexy
too.
Ass.
All right.
Yes.
There you go.
Talokan, all hail Talokan.
Absolutely.
And Wakanda forever.
Forever.
Peace, y'all.